Quick content warning, we hear something's going on, not classified as family friendly, and our content is not meant for young viewers that are children. This video is streaming contain frantic, crude humor, and other humor not appropriate for children under the age 14. Viewers crush ugly vibes. Hello everyone, I hope you're well rested, well caffeinated, having yourselves a good day. I'm still adjusting my camera, I've been moving stuff today, ignore shipping all kinds of janky. How do you do? Hello! Welcome everybody. Hi. How do you do? I have honestly no idea how today is gonna go. We're gonna do a few things. I'm gonna play some games. I'm gonna just sit and chat. There's gonna be a lot of chatting. It's gonna be kind of chat and chill with games. That's like as weird as that probably sounds. But hello, what is everybody up to? How has y'all's day been? Has it been chaotic? I hope it's been nowhere near as chaotic as mine has been today, because I've been all over the place. Again, I say happy birthday. Hello, Shaman. Hello, Devilas. Hello, Anth. Hello, Kami. Hello, Richard. Hello, Felghost. Hello, Pixelman. Hello, Dude of Dude. How do you do, peeps? Thank you, guys. I hope you're well. I hope you're having a good night, a good day, whatever you want to call it today. It is the day that the zombie was born. I don't know how good or bad of a thing that really is. It's been nuts. It's been absolutely chaos today. It has been all over the place. We will probably be playing some Splatoon some today. Partially because I want to see who won. I haven't gotten to see who won yet. Please don't spoil it for me yet, because I haven't gotten to see it yet. But I want to check. I want to at least check and see who won, and I want to play around some and kind of go from there. So shouting MiniQ, I got you is now a birthday present. I appreciate. Hello, Rabbit Dude. How do you do? How have you been? But yeah, it's been. I'll be real with you guys. It's been a day today. It has been a day. First off, I greatly appreciate my family, especially Felgos and Bubbles, and the gang of tiny wee ones that come with them, and my sister Mary. And I really appreciate Mizu. Mizu has told me happy birthday so many times today that she could basically be a Pokemon with that being her name. All in all, it's been nuts. Happy birthday, you beautiful bastard. Thank you very much. Get some hearts in the chat. Get some hearts in the chat. Hearts in the chat. Hearts in the chat. Yeah. Thank you very much. I hella appreciate you. How have you been? How are you, my friend? And thank you very much for that. Get some more hearts in chat. I know y'all can do a lot more than that. Y'all can do better than that. Holy Jeebus. So you may have a birthday gift en route to your stream. Wait, why? Dude, you've given me so much stuff, man. You have given me so many games recently. You don't gotta give me anything else. Like, you don't. I appreciate it. I really do, but you don't have to give me anything. It's gonna be kind of a chillax day. It's all it is. It's not. Thank you again, Richard! Hella appreciate that. But yeah, I just kind of want to hang out with everybody, see how everybody's doing today. I'm hoping everybody's well. It has been. Well, trust me, I really like it. I mean, I assume I probably will. That like you don't have to. It's like I don't worry if I like it. You know me damn well, so like I know I'll probably enjoy it. But yeah, so it's been a weird day. I've watched lots of weird stuff. It's been interesting. It's been a day that I did not expect to go the way it has. I've been, for one, reorganizing my office so y'all can see things a little bit better. Reorganizing my camera settings and all this, that, and the other. Hello, Hazard Spaghetti. How are you? How do you do? I hope you're well. I know I've made, like, probably completely the wrong thumbnail for the day, but I had no idea what I was going to do. I still don't even know exactly what we're doing here today other than some chat and chilling. I'm going to play a game, one of the games on my list. Phil Holler for Splatfest. I was just asking for no spoilers on that, but I'm assuming we lost. Yay! Let's try to be happy today. Let's try to be happy today. But I guess that means I can skip Splatoon for now. I guess we might do. I guess we'll do something spooky. Well, it's best not to dwell on the past of that. So, okay, so, like, I'm going to be a little selfish today, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to be a little selfish today. Let's try to keep it happy. That is my birthday wish. Let's try to keep it happy. Let's try to keep it upbeat. Let's try to keep it lighthearted. There's so much bullshit going on in the world. There's so many bullshit things. And I've spent a good portion of my day kind of in my own head and kind of depressed. So let's try to keep it positive. Let's try to keep it upbeat. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun with today. That's the objective. Have some fun today. Chillax. Hang out. Talk about some cool shit. Talk about some weird shit. Instead of sitting in the what ifs, the sads, the hollowed out feelings, all that shit. That's in my bathroom cabinet earlier today. Well, that's awesome. I'm assuming that's awesome. That sounds like something that should be awesome. Found your 10th Doctor Funko Pop. Now that's cool. I got something cool today. I got a birthday present from Fell Ghost and Bubbles today. I got the Fallout Terror deck. This is super exciting. I'm very excited for that. I'm very hyped for that. I have nowhere to read it right now because my desk is in shambles from moving everything around because I had to move all my books and notebooks today. But I'm very excited for this. What Disney thing would you want in a future Kingdom Hearts? What Disney thing would I want in a future Kingdom Hearts? Okay, so like, if we're taking all Disney properties into account, I would love to see Star Wars eventually implemented in because I would love to see a lightsaber Keyblade. That would be some cool shit. I don't know how they would go about doing it, but it would be cool as shit and I would love to see it. But if we're going strictly Disney, if we're going like strictly like the animated Disney series and stuff like that, let's see. What would I want to see in a Kingdom Hearts title? We have a lot of my favorite properties in there in some shape, form, or fashion. Because we have Lilo and Stitch in there. I would like some more representation from that. We have Nightmare for Christmas, which I absolutely love. It's my favorite part of every game that it's in. They put Big Hero 6 in it, which I thoroughly enjoyed. Might have messed with the Funko Pop eyes a little bit. They were getting scratched off a bit. So I may have repainted them on with nail polish. No cat today. Happy birthday, Holdsy. Yeah, I don't want to bring Ashford into play just yet. He's probably going to come in a little bit later in the night when I add a game into everything. Let's see. Who or what would I like to see added in? I know the one I don't want to see added in. I do not want Moana added in. Not because everything is Moana. Actually, Moana's a pretty fun movie. I like Moana as a movie. I like Moana a lot as a movie. But I would hate having to be on the water all the time for the Moana stages. I would not be happy. Would not be happy. Will allow Pixar stuff as well. See, Pixar stuff would get weird. Like, we already have Toy Story, so that's cool. Toy Story would be the next one I would want to see for the Pixar stuff. WALL-E would be fun, but I don't know how they would do WALL-E. Like, I really don't know how they would properly do WALL-E. Hello to Nicole, and thank you! Seems like a pretty handy way to fix scratchy Funko eyes, not gonna lie. Honestly, I would agree. I would agree with that wholeheartedly. I don't know how they would do WALL-E. I know how they handled Ratatouille, and I liked how they handled Ratatouille. It made sense. Honestly, no. I know which one I'd like to see. I know which one I'd like to see, and we will never see it. We will never see it, but I know what I would like to see. I would freaking like to see, I like to see, Black Cauldron. I would love to see Black Cauldron done up in Kingdom Hearts. That would be phenomenal to me. I would fucking love that shit. Like to see Inside Out. The morbid side of me wants to see Inside Out just because, like, okay, we're like, it just goes into someone's head. The question is, like, does it go into Riley's head or does it go into someone else's? Like, what the fuck do they do for that? It's like, that would go horrifically hella bad real fast. Like, that turns into Persona real fucking quick. It's like, it's like, you hit the wrong thing, you break the wrong memory or some shit, blammo, you just fucked everything. Like, holy shit, that turns into Persona in a matter of seconds. Specifically Persona 5. We love mental shutdowns. How's it going, Soul Reaper? Let's see. Black Cauldron would be really good. One that I can actually see, and it would actually be pretty fun to see. I can actually see them doing something with Turning Red. Now, they'd probably take a way more lighthearted approach to Turning Red than what they did with it. Because, like, it's a game. They would probably not make it about puberty. But they would... I could see them still working well with Turning Red. It's amazing the amount of people I run into that don't like that movie. I thought that movie was cute. I thought that movie was really cute. But yeah, so like I could see Turning Red. See, the bad thing about Turning Red is Sora becoming a fucking furry. It's already happened. I haven't seen Luca yet. I've heard good things about Luca, but I haven't seen Luca yet. For me, it probably would be cool because it'd be a lot of water shit, and I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that. Onward could work. The one with the magic peeps. I still need to see that one too. Coco could be fun. Coco could be real fun. What's up, Kid Sonic? Thank you very much. How are you? How's it going, Phantom Flame? I hope you're well. Hope you're having a good day. I'm doing pretty good so far. It's been a really weird birthday. I've been all over the place. Hey, Space Boy, how you doing? So I haven't seen it, actually. I've got to do a Disney/Pixar catch-up sometime. See, there was a lot of stuff there for a while that I wasn't grabbing hold of. Like, I wasn't seeing ads for it or any other kind of thing like that. The only reason why I wound up seeing Turning Red was I saw the trailer for it, and I liked, and I know this is going to be blasphemy, I get yelled at for this all the time, but I liked how they did the art style for that one. I know it's like the CalArts studio art style that everyone complains about, but considering the time frame that it is and everything else they did for it, I was like, that's cute. I thought it was a cute aesthetic for how they did it. So I had an interest in it, and then, like, the internet erupted over it. Everyone and their grandmother was losing their minds about it. I was like, well, now I just gotta see it. So now for the important question. What type of cake did you have today? I had a slice of Reese's Peanut Butter Cup ice cream cake today. It was super swanky. Never seen Onward, Luca, or Turning Red? Turning Red is really good. I like that one. I haven't seen the other two. I need to. I saw Elemental, and Elemental could be fun. I just don't know how they would. I don't know how they would do the characters for that one. Also, Inside Out Game Over is just Riley going all. Okumura, no, no. I still need to find and watch -1. I still really need to see that. What's happy birthday? Here's to many more. I'm hoping we have many more. Knock on wood. No, my luck. We need to knock on wood. I remember people freaking out about Turning Red, and when I watched it, it was like, that's it? That's the problem? Right? It's on Netflix. I need to watch it. So the reason I asked about Kingdom Hearts was because I'm a weenie. How are you a weenie? I don't know what it is, but my Steam never notifies me if you do something. Seems a gift. As you are a weenie! That's something I should stream really soon. I've wanted to stream this again for so long! We need hearts in the chat! Hearts in the chat. Tasted like an orange cream popsicle. Wait, what? Where did you eat those orange cream popsicle? Because I want orange cream popsicle. What's up, Mayo EXE? Just got back from work with about 5 hours of sleep. Just sweet by to say happy B-Day and ask if I should get some sleep. Okay, so like, even though I appreciate anybody coming by and hanging out and like, yeah, as a YouTuber, something like, nah, don't go to sleep, sit and chill with us so we get better algorithm shit. No, I am a firm believer in nap time being important. Get some sleep, my peep. I'm just telling you. It's like one of these days I keep telling people I'm going to run for president. My entire platform is just going to be bring back nap time. Get some sleep. Sleep is important. I appreciate you coming by. I super appreciate the well wishes and happy birthday wishes. But your gift to me can be you getting some good sleep so you can feel better. Especially if you've been working all day. You've earned that sleep.
Ant Skywalker says it's time for sleep.
See, there you go. Even the chat's like, yo, sleep time is a thing. But I hella appreciate you coming in. I hella appreciate those happy birthday wishes. Thank you very much. Had orange cream cake a few days ago. I didn't know they made orange cream cake. I want orange cream cake because I love orange dreamsicles like a motherfucker. That's one of the best shit. Oh my god. How old are you now? I just turned 36 today. I'm old. I is old. That sounds like something I just need like in my soul. Too late. My schedule is set to stay up late. Just to know what I'm doing. Good night, and I hope you enjoy today. I hope you enjoy today too. Thank you again. Naps are good. Naps are an excellent thing. One of these days, I'm telling you, I'm gonna bring back nap time. But no, that sounds absolutely amazing. And after that, that's what I gotta play like real soon. I have been jonesing to play Kingdom Hearts like stupid bad lately. I don't know why, but like I've just like hardcore been wanting to freaking play Kingdom Hearts. So like that, ooh, Jesus Christ. Not going to install it just yet, because if I install it right now, I'm going to completely nerf the stream. We don't want that. But I am curious. Whew. What? Oh, that's a lot. Oh, Christ. That's a lot. That is a lot. Oh my god. Okay, so like I'm looking at how many gigs it's going to take to put this on my... to put all these on my freaking hard drive. Jesus Christ. That's a lot of gigs. I need to go through and clean up my library some anyway. That's the stuff I haven't been playing. Let's see. The first one is 71.87 gigs. The 2.8 is 34.4 gigs. And then Kingdom Hearts 3 is 66.84 gigs. Jesus Christ. That is massive. So let's see. I'm double checking to see what all this has in it, gameplay wise. Okay, so we do have a question. The prequel game, Birth by Sleep. That's the prequel game, right? That is. Do they actually put the game in there, or is that like some of the other ones, which is you're not playing the game, you're just like getting a lot of cutscenes? Let's see. In 2.8, we have Dream Drop Distance. Then we have the story for the mobile game, and then we have the extra story for Aqua. So let's see. Yeah, Dream Drop Distance is a 3DS game. You actually get to play that one. I think the mobile game stuff is all just story. And then I think you get to play the stuff with Aqua. Go ahead and double check real quick. Let's see what we got. So you get Dream Drop Distance HD. Then you get Kingdom Hearts X, or Kingdom Hearts Key back cover, which is a movie, and then you get Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep, a fragmentary passage, a short episode that links to Kingdom Hearts 3, and that explains what happened to Aqua and Aqua's introduction to Mickey. So let's see. Let's check the other two. Store page. Okay, so what all is included in the first one is Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories, Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days, HD cutscene compilation, so that one's not actually the game, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep Final Mix, that's whole game, and then you have Kingdom Hearts Recoded HD cutscene compilation. Now, Recoded was originally a mobile game, like an old mobile game, like we're talking like playing on like Nokia style phones, and like the old like brick Nokia phones, like a little bit past those phones, like the stage right after that before we got into smartphones. It's that game which eventually got ported to the regular DS. I'm at least happy you guys are happy. Well, see, okay, so like I've played some of Kingdom Hearts on stream before. I played Kingdom Hearts 1 on stream, and I've played Kingdom Hearts 3 on stream because I was trying to play through them before 3 came out, but a lot happened, and I could only get through 1 before then. What I've been wanting to do is go through all of them again, just going through their base story and letting everybody see the games. Which I still kind of intend to do. If I did do that, I would play through them in release order, because there is an order you could play through it that is like from start to finish, play through it. But I like playing through them in release order because, like, if you play through them in exact release order, it's kind of like Star Wars and watching Star Wars in release order. When you watch it in release order, you get all these things. It's like, oh, that's what that means. Oh, that's what that means. Oh, that's what this thing means. And I make sure that everybody knows what it means as we go through, as well as if I'm asked what's going on up to this point, I try to give decent enough like explanations as we go through, because Kingdom Hearts I know is confusing, and Lord, like I've played through all of them by this point except the mobile games. My brother's got done the mobile games. I've had them so thoroughly explained to me and drilled in my head that it gives me a headache. But when you play this Melody of Memory, and that's the only one not included anywhere on this list. Must be really off today. What's got you off today? Never heard of that game? What is the game? What game? Found a game you might be interested in. It's called Crypt Master. What is Crypt Master? See wish list today, and I got an idea of what it should get you next whenever I start making money again. You don't have to get me anything. I appreciate that, but like I don't have to like. No one has to get me anything. But if you watch Star Wars by episode, come the 4th, the CG gets cheaper, but the storytelling increases. This is true, but the reason why I watch it in order, and the reason why I give it to most people that are new to the franchise in order, is because, especially with anybody who's like younger than me, anybody who didn't grow up with a lot of the older style movies and whatnot, it's easier to start. It's kind of like with a lot of games nowadays. It's easier to start it in the order it was released because it's harder to go back to it sometimes. Because like if you go through it in order, especially with Star Wars, like the Phantom Menace can be kind of a slog to get through if you've never watched a Star Wars movie before. It can be kind of a slog to get through. 1 and 2 can be, for anybody who's not initiated in Star Wars, it can be a little rough, especially 2. Especially 2. Solid state drive? It's, my Steam hard drive is a solid state stick. As well as I have a backup, like, passport drive. But no, mine is definitely an SSD. And it's only a terabyte in that thing. So I've got my hard drive for my OS, and I've got my solid state drive. My OS is like 500 gigs, and then like my PC. Me too! Oh my god, thank you, baby. And then my actual hard drive is like a terabyte for all my games and shit. And then I have my backup drive, which is basically a book drive that I have for everything else under the sun. But a terabyte just doesn't stretch as far as it used to. What's up, Robert? Just popping in to say hi. Today was a good day, so I'm heading to bed. Won't elaborate, but I'll do a post tomorrow in the Discord. Happy birthday, Z. Thank you very much. But yeah, so I've got 500 gigs, and I've got a terabyte, and then I've got a 4 terabyte book drive. Hello, Guy James. How are you? Welcome, friend. I hope you're well. I hope you're having a good night. And thank you very much for the well wishes. Thank you, everybody, for the well wishes for my birthday. I really appreciate it. I've been all over the place today. I've been thinking a lot today of what we're going to be playing next. Because thanks to you guys, I have a shit ton of games to play. In the process of trying to figure out what I'm going to play today, I've also been going through like a lot of weird anime news, a lot of weird nerd news. Like, I've been seeing weird shit, like, just all over the damn place. One second, I'll get one of these things pulled up because, like, it kind of tripped me out a bit. Where was it? Who did I send it to? Because I sent it to somebody so I would remember to go look at it later. And now I can't remember who the fuck I sent it to. to you? I'd almost bet I sent it to you. I didn't send it to you either. Who did I send this to? I can't remember who I sent this to now. So now I'm going to have to sit there and think on what that was. Stormy day, it isn't letting up. It's looking like we're going to be seeing a lot of that rain and whatnot throughout the course of this coming week. It's going to be nuts over here. Y'all take care. I'm going to do my best. Have some warnings around town for this and that. So having people coming stay the night so they got somewhere safe to be tonight. I understand that. That's always good to help people out like that. Should I have sent you the link to my 4TB SSD. Best Buy has both internal and external SSDs. I mean, yeah, sure. You can go ahead and send it to me. I can't get anything right now, but it would definitely be appreciated for a future upgrade to have it on my list. But yeah, so I've been looking into like new things to add to stream, new games for stream, while also just rummaging through like every weird thing under the sun. While also trying to catch up on different TV shows I've been missing, shows I need to watch. Later we're gonna have a long talk about the Acolyte because I finally started to look into the Acolyte, and boy, am I trying. I'm understanding now why people dislike it so much. And it hurts my soul. It hurts my soul. You don't understand. You probably do. It is the new Disney Plus show. If you haven't gone and seen it, normally I'd be like, you should totally go watch that. Right now, I'm not sure if I can tell you to totally go watch that. I want to tell you to go watch it. I don't know if I could in good conscience tell anybody to go watch it now. I want to. I do. I want to be like, it's like some of the best shit you could watch. But it's not. They go on sale regularly. It still just kind of depends on when stuff falls. Something else is like really tripped me out. Okay, so like some of the people that have been in like the anime community for a while, so the Christmas special is a better watch. It's like right up there with it. Okay. Like the first episode ain't that bad, but it's not that great either. Anime-wise, something that tripped me out is Ultimate Muscle. Does anybody remember Ultimate Muscle from like back in the days? Like especially if you grew up like on like Foxbox or 4Kids or any of that other kind of stuff. That says a lot. Like I'm telling you. I'm telling you. It starts messing with stuff in canon real fast. You could tell real fast that like they didn't have somebody like lore checking as they were doing this. And it starts to fuck with shit real fast. Remember the odd wrestling anime of Farters? That's the one! That's the one! It's got a continuation. Like it's got a new series in its timeline. And I can't tell if it's a prequel or a sequel. I gotta check it out. I gotta watch it. But like it's got something new that's coming. Which I have to check this out. Like hardcore. I've also had something though that has upset me. Netflix was working on a series that I was super excited for. Like I had my reservations about it. It could go bad, but it had so much potential to be awesome. And that was Brain, work with me here. Work with me. The new Power Ranger series. They had a brand new Power Ranger series. It was going to basically be a reboot, and it was going to be like an edgier, grittier, like more adult series. And like a few days ago, they just canceled this shit, and I am upset because I was hyped for this shit. I was excited for this shit, and they apparently just made that toast, which makes me sad. All I'll say is, the older Star Wars fan, the constant retcons hurt my soul, or what's left of it. And see, that's just it. Like, I can take some if they're small. I can take some if they're small. And, like, every once in a while, it's fine. But, like, there are so many. And the part where I have the biggest problem to this is it's happening during the shit that Disney themselves said was canon. It's like, this shit's canon, this is what we follow, and they keep fucking that hard, and it bothers me. Boy, it bothers me. I've tried not let it bother me, but it's bothering me. It's bothering me real hard here. There's some things in it that are just like, what? But why? But why? And then I've seen a lot of like interviews and stuff with the creator, and the general lack of Star Wars knowledge this person has is what's upsetting with this. And that's what gets me. It's like, I know as series get older, there's going to be retcons. There's going to be retcons all the time as the series gets older. It just kind of has to happen. Unless it's Power Rangers, instead of retconning shit, they're just like, yeah, loose end, we never tied up for like 20, 30 years ago. Yeah, we're tacking that on here out of nowhere for no reason. It's not always a good thing, but like that's how they do it. A lot of Star Wars stuff feels like Disney wants to milk the franchise since it was so popular previously. Well, I mean, fuck, that's what George Lucas did. When he had it, he was milking the shit out of it. And you can bet if I owned a franchise like Star Wars, I'd milk the shit out of it too. But there's a right and a wrong way to do that. And that's the problem. Like, they are, ooh boy. They're not doing it right. They're just, yeah. It's like, I get it. You got a franchise that you got a cash cow that just prints money. Yeah, sure, fine, fuck it, make shit with it, do something with it, like, go for it, but do it right. What really, really bothers me with the Star Wars franchise, though, is that they had so much shit to work with, because Star Wars extended canon is so fucking huge. Goes with the merchandising joke in Spaceballs. Jesus. Lord, I need to watch that movie again. But that's just it. Like, there's so much shit they had to work with. They had stuff. They decided to throw it all out and start anew from somewhere. It's like, motherfucker, you have the Old Republic. You're working with the High Republic right now, but you had the Old Republic. You got so much shit to work with the Old Republic. Which, I mean, with what they're doing to this shit now, I'm actually really glad they haven't touched the Old Republic. Because I fucking love the Old Republic. I think I would be livid if they fucked that shit up. But they have so much to work with. They have shit from the Old Republic era. They have all the fucking books. There are so many books. There's so many books they could have worked with. They had books from all walks of life, from kids to adults, for all sorts of shit that they could have easily done. Thank you for transmitting my thoughts. You sometimes forget about some minutes or hours ago. Yeah, all the time. There are days where I end stream early just because I had something I was going to say. I was like, I knew it was going to lead to a whole long rant or tirade, and then my brain just goes slate blank. And no matter what I do, I can't get that info back. It's like, what the fuck was I trying to say? And it'll pertain to something I was already talking about. Brain goes completely blank, and we just don't know anything anymore. Say, well, I don't have anything else to talk about, and I'm sitting here silent like a scarecrow out in a field, so I might as well probably go ahead and take a nap, because it's obvious I'm too fucking tired to continue. Since we know for sure that within 100 years, Palpatine will be the Emperor. Indeed. Now, see, like, I like some things that they do in Star Wars canon now. They do some things that are great. Like, the story for Andor is phenomenal. Bad Batch, great shit. Both these were good. Go for them. Yay, team. That's what we want to do. And, like, if you want to get into, like, the game side of things, we have Fallen Order and Survivor, which were phenomenal. And then all of a sudden, they go back and they do this shit. And it's like, oh my god, why? Birthday? Birthday! Birthday! Hello, Aderan! How are you, friend? I hope you are well. How are you doing? I hope you're hype and excited. They don't just use a franchise to print money if you know you can flub it up. Disney should do what truly needs to be done. Do a full reboot of Star Wars with the Muppets. What I want to see... Alright, you know what I want to see? You want to know what I want to see most out of Star Wars? You want to know what I want to see? Like, hardcore? Okay. Back in the 2000s, right before Disney bought Star Wars, they had Star Wars, like, events at Disney, and they would do crossovers with characters. They took, like, all the characters in Star Wars and basically turned Disney characters into those characters. Like, you had Stitch, like, they had Stitch, like, being, like, 2 or 3 different characters in that, which is why they couldn't do this. But I would love to see, like, an animation with the Star Wars universe being the Disney characters. Like, they turned Stitch into Palpatine and Grievous, as well as Yoda. I would love to see this. I would love to see this. Please, give me that. Give me that. It would be amazing. I would love this. They had Mickey as Han Solo, and they had Leia being Minnie. There's so much stuff they could work with this that I would love. I'm in an airport with a tornado warning that's delaying my flight till after 1 a.m., so I'm chilling and wishing you a happy birthday. I'm wishing you to be safe! Jesus Christ! Where are you flying off to? But I also hope things are going well, and I hope that you're doing everything you can to stay safe in that airport. I'm hoping they have safe places for you. What type of cake do you like? What type of cake do I like? Well, today I had a Reese's peanut butter cup, like, ice cream cake today. That was pretty fucking good. We're talking about, like, cake. I like lemon pound cake. I like red velvet cake a lot. Pixelman, how are you, my friend? I saw you when you first got here, but I'm saying hello to you again. Stitch would definitely be a good Grievous. He's already got the 4 arms part ready. Yes, indeed. I actually have pins of Stitch in those scenarios, because I had the Grievous Stitch pin. I have a Palpatine pin for Stitch that's, like, still very expensive. It's probably one of my favorite pins I've ever owned. Used to wear it out of my hat all the time. Need to head off, but have one more minor gift. Good night and take care. Oh? What's up? Happy birthday to you too, dude. Oh my god. Hello, Drawing. How are you?
Candy Death.
Candy Death for my birthday. That's the birthday gift we were looking for today. Matt and I are different states, but still fighting through big storms. Really? And Candy Death. Happy birthday to me. That's a pleasure. Please do not be releasing your information of where y'all are currently located so no one basically doxes themselves. But no, Finn, Finn, I hope you're staying safe too. I'm sorry. I just got candy death in like the worst way possible. So I played a candy death card. And of course hit nasty candy right off the rip. Ugh. That's awful. But I do hope. Coffee. Had some iced coffee tonight. A lot of people dealing with terrible weather and stuff tonight. We're supposed to see it later. We've just been us here. We've just been dealing with horrible heat. Like every day, it's hitting like right around, or either right at, or just right under 100. As far as heat's concerned, I've been praying for rain just so it'll cool down a bit, but now I'm kind of worried. Hit 103 on Friday and Saturday. Jesus Christ. We hit about that on Friday. Saturday, we hit 100 on Friday, and we hit like 101 on Saturday. So we're right behind you there. And today we sat like at 99 all day today. It has been miserable. Ugh. I have to work in the office. I have to work in here, but this is a garage. It's not super well insulated, like at fucking all. And my monster baby of a PC here is just cranking out hot air the entire time. Praying for rain. Instant humidity down south. Yep. Gotta be careful with that one too. Worked a patio shift on Friday. I made 2K in sales on my own. Why are you sitting outside in this heat? Because, like, I need to make the money. That's why. Oh, you're talking about why are the people outside on the patio? I was like, for me, it's like I have to. For the same reason. I'm not making it anywhere near that much. But no. The customers know that's absolutely absurd. Hello! Happy birth. Thank you. But at least they paid well. It's like, that's always a plus. It's like, it sucks. Lord, that sucks. I can only imagine. But at the same time, at least they tipped you well for the heat, they tipped you well enough that you can pay for the ER visit you're going to have after that heat stroke. Jesus Christ, that's absurd. That is absurd. I don't know how people can eat in that kind of heat. 'Cause I'm assuming they're eating hot food. Like, maybe if you're like out there, like you're eating some like super cool, super chilly food, like some super cold food. Yeah, maybe I can see it. But like if you're out there in the heat, you order yourself a soup and salad, man, you causing yourself some problems there. Jesus Christ. Want a nap but get no nap. I understand that. I've wanted a nap all day today. I have been exhausted. I've been in a constant state of just run, go, go, go. But Jesus Christ, at least, if anything went wrong, you did get ill, you were covered. I got my head chef, put his chef's coat in the freezer and wore it weren't cooking. It got to 107 on the line. Ooh. See, Lord, I haven't worked in a kitchen in a hot minute. Hot minute, get it? But Lord, like it never got this hot. I would die. I would die. You don't get sleep tonight? That's not fun. That's not fair. That's not fun. Why don't you get sleep? I mean, some people eat spicy food to make them sweat. I get people who order this really spicy chicken dish with extra chili sauce on the side on really hot days. Well, I get it for sweating because it can cause you to sweat more, which can actually cause your body temperature to drop some. But like people are just like, I'm just going to order the soup. Order soup, order super hot steak, order like fresh cooked chicken, like shit like that. That's got to be hot as hell. Have too many things to get done. I understand that. I understand that all too well. Jeebus. How are the guys on the line like surviving? Or how are the people on the line surviving? Because like I can only imagine. Lord, no. Just no. Ugh. Working kitchen, but I live in a cooler environment than most, so it isn't crazy. Like down here, what really gets you, like what gets you the worst down here is the humidity. It's like not only does it get hot, but it's hot and it's humid. So like all of your clothes are sticking to you. The air feels thick. It's just, it feels nasty when it gets hot up here. That's what gets me about living here, because I went to go see Joel a few years ago, and it was hotter where he lives than where I lived at the time. But it felt so much better to be there. I finally understand the meaning of people saying, yeah, but it's a dry heat. Because my brain always went to dry heat, humid heat, it don't matter. It all sucks. It sucks a lot less. Holy Christ. Humidity before it started to rain was 86%. Ew. Bruh, car alarm just went off after some big thunder. That's horrifying. As we were working in a truck being bad, because if 107 outside, that means it's 140 inside the truck. Ugh. I don't even want to think about that. It's kind of like being in here. It's not as bad as being in a truck, don't get me wrong, but it still gets pretty rough in here. The heat has stayed so hot in here that my computer has a temperature gauge for telling me when it's getting too hot, and the lights, as you can see on the wall here or on my hand, are yellow right now. This green light here is from my back wall, but this light right here on my hand and on the wall here, these are yellow. That means that like it has not come off this color in like 2 weeks. Now, granted, I turn my computer off when I leave this room because I have to. I'm not going to leave it on just so it can melt. But it goes from green when it's cool and good temperatures. It's yellow when it's at mid-range. It's starting to get kind of hot. And then it hits red. If this thing ever hits red, we're panicking. Because in a little bit after that, it's going to shut itself off. But like, it has not come off of yellow this whole summer. Like, it has stayed perpetually at this. And the heat that fumes from it is just nightmarish. What is this? Ugh. Rainforest gets real humid. Ew. Send a new game suggestion in your Discord. It's brand new. 2 just came out. I like brand new things that just came out. Let's see. Let's have a look real quick. Doodly-doo. Cryptmaster. I'll check that out after stream. I check out every game y'all post in here. I love the fact that you guys send so many games here. I feel kind of bad because like they put Monster Hunter Stories in here, but I can't do that one on stream. It does not do well. But I do love that game. It's a game I enjoy to play personally, at least. Clean towns and water hoses are how I survived last summer. And see, for me, that's usually how I would survive. Is my brother bought me something years ago. He bought me a camel pack, which is a backpack with a water bottle built into it. And that used to save me on long walks, long trips. Everywhere I went, that thing was a phenomenal thing during the summer months. And then one summer, I didn't clean it out enough. And it got, like, I put it up for the winter and didn't come back to it till next spring. When I came back to it, the tubing and the bladder, which is what holds the water, were just not salvageable. I'd fucked that up by not properly cleaning it out. That was a whole basket of suck. What I saw of Crypt Master is very interesting. Plus, it's kind of a horror game too. I do love me some horror games. But yeah, like that's how I used to like get through a lot of like summers. I would put like ice and water in it. It keeps your back cool, and like it keeps you hydrated. Like I lived off that thing. I survived the heat, but it's because of one reason. I suck at retaining heat. So I'm always feeling cooler than others do. See, I'm a walking damn space heater. Like, people hug my ass to stay warm. Like, they're like, let me stand next to this guy right here. It's like, anytime it's cold outside, like, whoever my significant other at the time is like, latched onto me like, motherfucker. It's been that way ever since I was in high school. And I love the attention. I hate the melting. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it. But no. So, how are your peeps like surviving this heat? How are all you peeps surviving this heat? Like I don't know how y'all do it. I don't. For one, I'm a fat kid. Fat kid does not like hot weather. Naughty Kool-Aid, we ain't having fun in it. It's crazy the amount of people telling me to drink water, but you need electrolytes and other stuff too, not just flush your system, because I ended up drinking 1.5 gallons a day. Yeah, see, I've done that too, where I drank so much water that I still became dehydrated, because it was just straight up drinking water, and I was getting rid of it almost as quickly as I was drinking it. But for a cool guy like me, that was good. That was smooth, my dude. That was smooth. Oh, like I'm living on Gatorade, and I have a little bit of Hydrate G Fuel left. I'm like down to my last like 2 scoops of Hydrate G Fuel, which not sponsored by G Fuel, but if you want some with a lot of decent, like if you want some with a decent game of electrolytes and some decent flavor behind it, I would say the Hydrate variation of G Fuel, which has no caffeine in it at all. It's no caffeine. It has no calories and no sugars in it. That's what I've been suggesting to most people if you want like something good to mix with water. But I'm down to my last bit of it, and I'm not going to be able to get any more for a hot second, so that sucks. There's a dry spell, but now it's raining and hasn't let up. See, for us, we've been going through like a hella dry spell, and it has been just absolutely killer. Why are you blowing out more hot air? I don't like this. Stop it. Ugh. I haven't had much heat. It's been rain, and more rain the last week. So, like, okay, so, like, with the rain, are you, like, is it bad rain, or is it, like, just rain? Like, are you staying safe? Because, like, I know a lot of people are having some rough stuff, and I'm worried about my friends. So, like, I want you to make sure you're staying safe. Please make sure you're staying safe out there. But, man, I would kill for some rain right now. One thing that is really driving me nuts with Star Wars is contracting existing canon if they want. I mean, contradicting, I'm assuming, existing canon. If they want to change minor things, I can live with it. I've successfully avoided 15 tornadoes. That's horrifying. Albeit, Lord, I can't tell you how many tornadoes we've narrowly missed around here. I've had a tornado literally, like, spawn over my house, land on the house next to me, completely fuck it up, and keep going. I don't know who was smiling out for me that day, but thank you. I was just in this booth. That's horrifying. Hope your rain is lighter than mine. It sounds like someone is taking a water hose to windows. From what I keep seeing, we're going to see a mixture of light rain, and then we're going to see a lot of thunderstorms. So I'm not exactly sure how that's going to go. 10 put spinach, onions, pickles, Swiss cheese, steak or ham, bacon, and barbecue sauce on my sandwich while using a toasted bun. I mean, that sounds tasty. That sounds like something I would definitely eat, minus the pickles. I don't like pickles. But I never order sandwiches without pickles because I like the pickle juice on my sandwich. I just don't like the texture of the pickle. It's been very heavy, but for only like an hour or so. Just a lot of water. Hopefully you don't live anywhere where flooding's too bad. Take precautions. Stay safe. We like you. We like you being around. We like you fully functioning. So please be careful. House has been standing for 124 years. I think it's good. I don't feel bad. Autocorrect gets me all the time, man. Autocorrect is like my worst enemy to my dyslexic ass. It's like, hey, we're gonna fuck with you today. I'm like, please don't. It's like, too late. I'm like, god damn it. Oh. Oof. It is hot as a motherfucker. Yo! Hazard spaghetti! Gonna make a machine to send air in the shape of baseball bats in the windy weather by the time we hit the year 3000. Oh my god, get some hearts in the chat. Hell, I appreciate you. Holy Christ. Thank you very much for that. 25 months. Holy Christ. It still trips me out how long some of y'all been here. Jeebus. Oh. My brain is completely stupid today. That's something else. Like, the heat is like just like frying my brain's ability to brain lately. I have so many things that like I'll have in my head for all of like 5 minutes and blammo, it's gone. Gotta update my card for YouTube so I don't lose my streak. Oh, that's right. That would suck. Because I think you have the longest streak on the channel right now. It's either you or Blake. Oh. But seriously, guys, thank you for today. Like, I hella appreciate this today. I have grabbed ice cream, but ice cream will be melted before I got home. That's sad. Wait, who has the longest streak? If I remember correctly, it would be Panda. I can actually check that. Let me check that. Let's see. Let me do a quick check on that. I can find out real fast. Boop. It is hella close between Blake and Panda. Literally the only difference is a month. Panda's at 66 months And Blake's at 65 months. Jesus Christ. No. Panda's at 63 months. Blake's at 65. Blake's the one with the longest streak. Or with the longest time being a member. They'll be at the person with the actual longest streak, uninterrupted, completely uninterrupted, is actually my brother Gurgit. Let's see, Blake's got the longest time frame here at 65. Panda's got right behind him at 63, and my brother's right behind them at 61. But he has technically the longest streak unbroken. Because it does it longest time at level. So longest time at the level that they are at right now is Panda's got 55 months at longest time running at their current level. And Blake's got 58 months running at his current level for a grand total of 65 months being a member. And then Gurgit is 61 at his current level and 61 months as his in total. Like, he's just sat at the same spot the whole time. Holy Christ. And Aderan's right behind everybody with a 56-month streak for a grand total of 56 months. Jesus Christ. And stop being a sub. I moved levels a couple times. That's what it's showing me here. It's like, it doesn't show me what level you moved from, but it's saying at current level you've been at current level for 55 months, and you've been a member, a grand total of 63 months altogether. Got some ideas to season up steak, like salt, pepper, lemon, Cajun spice, paprika, and halfway cooked barbecue sauce. That sounds pretty good. I have a killer steak recipe that I like to use. 2 off from 5 years. Jesus Christ. I can feel my knees aching. Looking through here, like, the amount of time that everyone's been here is trippy as shit. How have y'all put up with me this long? How the fuck are there 72 of you? Jesus Christ. Hearts in the chat. How are there so many people here? Hearts. All the hearts. I've still been a jerk remain the whole time. There we go. Holy Christ. They love a good vibes from the warehouse. Hell, I appreciate it! More hearts in the chat! And Blake, I hope you're doing well. I hope that you're also taking time to breathe, and hope that you're also plenty hydrating. Because I know how rough that could be. Hello, Wesley! Get more hearts in the chat. Jesus Christ, 31 months. Just seeing these numbers trips me out. Like, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be real with you. Okay, so like, I sit here and I wonder all the time, how have I not either A, scared all of you guys away, or B, how have I not pissed all of y'all off in some form, shape, or fashion? Like, I have such poor social etiquette that I fuck shit up all the time. So the fact there's this many peeps here for this long scares the flying shit out of me. It's like, the longer it goes, the more I'm like, well, when am I gonna fuck that up? Jesus Christ, I hella appreciate though. God damn. 52 months, and there are dozens. There are! Like, looking through this, because this is like the one metric I don't check often enough that I should, is checking my my members metric. But like, looking at it, Jesus Christ, there are a lot of you guys have been here a long time supporting my ass and watching for a very long time. And I'm like shocked, like hard, like what? You're tame compared to my family. That's scary. The amount of times I wind up just sitting and talking about titties and whatnot, that's really scary. I can only imagine. I can only imagine. Jesus. I helped my friend set up his memberships over the weekend just so I could be his first member. Okay, that's fucking awesome though. That's fucking like dedication right there. Speaking of memberships, I have learned a new way to design badges. And the reason why I'm having to learn a new way to design badges, I've got some of you guys that have been here for so long that like it opened up a new member badge tier for me. Because like, it's like, so, not many people have this, but hey, you kind of need this because you have people that have been a member for so long that it doesn't make sense for them to not evolve. So, like, we gotta fix that for you, bub. I'm like, okay, we can do that. So, like, let's see. Do I only get one or I get two on this? I have to change. I have to check. Nope. Let's see. Beep. It also gave me access to something weird that I don't know quite how I feel about it right now. It's like, hey, you have access to shop stuff. You should add stuff to your shop. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean I should add stuff to my shop? What shop shit are we talking here? What are you wanting me to add to shit, man? Let's see. Let's go here. Let's see what stuff I can give y'all right now. Because stuff is always fun. Okay, so... yeah, I have a 60-month badge I have to make now. I have a 60-month badge I have to make. And I'm going to, like, remake all the other badges for this as well. Because I saw something that was, like, really cool. And it was a way more efficient way to make badges. So I'm going to try to make y'all some way better badges that, for one, are a little more easy to see what's going on in your badge. A little more recognizable. Hey, you're a weenie coffee mug and or hoodie. Like, I know everybody wants coffee mugs. Like, I gotta be like... it's like, okay, here's been my only issue with coffee mugs. I only have one. I only have one issue with coffee mugs. But for me, it's a big one. It is a big issue with coffee mugs. I can actually show you the issue immediately. Okay. It's like most coffee mugs that I can have made for you guys are like this. You know, just simple coffee mug. I don't drink out of simple coffee mugs. I would feel bad selling y'all simple coffee mug when I drink out of like Geeky Tiki's or the fucking Death Star. Complete with removable lid. Or like actual BB-8 mug. Like I would feel bad. Like I don't know if anyone would like just want a basic like I don't know if anyone would just want like a basic mug like this. Because like I know how much like most companies would charge me to make the mugs, which would equate to how much I'd have to charge you guys for mugs. A mug like this is going to run people like $15. With the exception of the Geeky Tikis, like most of these mugs, I paid like $15 to $20, like tops. With the exception of all the Geeky Tiki ones. Those are way more expensive, but they're weird like that. Thank you very much, Charlie's mama! How are you? I mean, you can't complain on something like that. I would feel like I want to give you guys as good a quality of thing as what I use. And that's my issue. That's the reason why I haven't done a mug, because all it would be a sublimation printed mug versus a molded mug. If I could find a company that it wouldn't like destroy me to make the product for, I would make like Ashford mugs, or I'd make like Chibi Z mugs or hot mugs or something like that. But I don't want to give you guys like something like this and then charge like $15 for something like this. That just that doesn't track well to me. That it's like, y'all pay $15 for this, while I went to GameStop and paid also $15 for this. Granted, it would be my branding and whatnot, but my branding isn't worth as much as a Star Wars mug's branding, so that's why I would feel bad. I wish the droid was better in the movies. Yeah, see, like, BB-8 was, like, one of my favorite parts of the new movies. Like, if I'm completely honest. Like, the droids are always, like, one of my favorite parts. Let me get you a Death Wish coffee sponsorship. Now, that would be so great. Because I love me some Death Wish coffee. And Alanna! Hello, how are you, my friend? I hope you are well. Molded zombie mugs, it's going to be a thing. I would love that. I would love that. I'd love zombie, I'd love, like actual zombie mugs. I would love. I'd also like little Chibi Z zombie mugs. Or, like, my icon. I would love to turn that into a mug for you guys. That would be great. If I could find a way to turn my icon into a mug for you guys, I'd be all about that shit. I'd pay $50 for a custom zombie mug. Well, see, something like that, with something with better quality, like, I could understand people paying more money for. I just can't understand people paying, like, the $15 marked up price on a mug like this that would only have my logo on it, that you could just go into Walmart, buy the same damn mug, steal my image off the internet, and sublimate it yourself. I would hate for y'all to do that. That would be stealing my shit, but, like, I mean, it's... someone could put my fucking shit on Redbubble and bammo, you got a $5 to $10 mug. Great, just got out of the shower. I smell good and I'm cozied up in bed. How are you? Kind of the opposite of that. I've had my shower today, but I smell sweaty because in here is super hot. And my day's been all over the place today. I've had some good moments. I've had some bad moments. Now, I would love to make a hoodie. I've thought about making hoodies. The only issue is, like, everywhere that I've, like, looked through, like, hoodie-wise, we're still a small channel. Like, I don't see, like, 30 people buying Zombies Go Nom hoodies. But I love hoodies. I wear hoodies all the time whenever... As soon as that first orange leaf of fall shows up, bitch, we wearing hoodies. I'm all about that jazz. Love me a hoodie. I don't drink out of mugs like that either. See, I love weird silly mugs. I love weird silly mugs. Like, that used to be like a whole part of my hook was like every day I was going to show up with a new coffee mug and like, all right, time for some real talk. Like, I've had a lot of moments lately, and some of y'all have probably already noticed it, but I've had a lot of moments lately where I've kind of sat there and thought about kind of like going back how I used to do content. And the big things for that would be the stuff that was stupid that I enjoyed doing, that I've talked myself out of over the years, but honestly, I felt like it added to my charm, and it may or may not, I don't care. I'm kind of slowly making myself comfortable to just being the derp that I used to be. Which was, of course, starting off with more horror games. I like playing more horror games for you guys. That's one of my favorite things to do. And then showing up, like, every day, like, weird-ass coffee mug. Presenting coffee to people is like, coffee to you, grab yourself a cup of coffee, and, like, talking about my stupid mug for, like, a full, like, 15 to 20 minutes, talking about weird anime and shit I've watched before playing the game, starting up the game, playing the game, get about like an hour in, stopping to talk to people like I'm doing right now, hardcore, getting completely distracted with just talking about life with people, going back to the game for another hour to 2 hours. Then I want to go back to ending the streams just talking with you guys before I end for the night. You know, just like, instead of just like straight up ending, like, okay, we're done with the game, just ending, I used to like every night give updates. It's like, so here, like I tell everybody what we're playing next at the end of every stream right now. But like it used to be where I'd give like life updates, talk about new shit coming to the channel, show off like cool little secret stuff for people who decide to wait the whole night. Or for people that came in late, give them something special to see, you know, stuff like that. And just kind of like just talk about life and just make sure everyone's okay and just kind of like derp around like the stupid way I used to. I'm slowly getting back to that because like I was given advice years ago by a few different content creators. I'm not going to name names. They are bigger than I am. They are more successful than I am. So like the way they do things has merit, but it has merit for them. That were just like, yo, like, hey man, this thing you're doing here in the middle, or this thing you're doing at the end, or the coffee mug thing, all these things are like really cringe, man. And like, if you notice here, here, and here, like I noticed you like drop people here, or you drop this here, da da da. And if you streamline it a bit, like it'll go great, and you'll do great numbers, and blah 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 blah. But and taking that advice, in some cases they were right, in some cases it did help things. But the more I think about it, just the more I miss it. The more I miss the derpiness. The more I miss getting to know everybody on a better level and getting to hang out with people that can't handle the swag. That's their problem. I want to be more genuine with you guys. I want to go back to that. Like, I still think I'm pretty genuine. I still try to stay pretty genuine with you guys. But, like, I'll sit there and I'll open my mouth to start off on it, and I'll stop myself. Because, like, no, people don't want to deal with that. But, like, you know what? I miss it. I was going through and reviewing some of my old stuff because, like, I needed to review a couple of things because I was trying to figure out how to do something. I had forgotten how to add an effect to stream. And I remembered exactly where it was. I had to go back and I watched it. And as I did, I was like, where the fuck is this and all this? Because, like, it was, like, you know, 5-6 hour stream I'm having to dig through. And as I do, I start just like listening to the weird shit we talked about. Not just like hearing myself talk, but because Lord, I can't stand that. Hearing my own voice makes my skin crawl. But yeah, no, I miss doing that, and I kind of just want to go back to that. I've been doing it more and more in Corpse Party because I feel like I can be more open in the horror games, which is, I guess, kind of weird. Hooray, statistics, but where's so exactly, and that's kind of it. Like, okay, so like I know not everybody here's a horror person, but I have enjoyed going back into spooky games more than anything else I've done recently. I can be funny a lot easier in a spooky game than I can in Splatoon, because Splatoon requires me to focus. And I just, like, y'all have seen me, I'm not a focused kind of person. Don't get me wrong, I'm still gonna play Splatoon. Fuck that, I like Splatoon, we're gonna play that shit. But, like, if I'm not immediately, like, screaming at somebody in the headset to, like, bounce off of, the amount of, like, silly stuff that I can do is kind of limited. Because I'm having to focus on the game versus focusing on somebody that's in my headset and giving them my undivided attention with stupid silliness. But with, like, a horror game, like, you gotta take breaks in a horror game because, like, then you, like, I take breaks in horror games to sit and talk to you guys for two reasons. Either A, I encountered something heavy for me, I was like, that either jump scared the fuck out of me, or it was just a rough play, a rough part of the story, so I need to take a break for my own mental health. Or we've hit something that is super duper rough, so I need to take a moment for my audience. I need to lighten the mood, because I know not everybody does horror. People jump, people get scared during horror. Sudden jump scare comes out, and everyone's like, ah! So then, like, and don't take this the wrong way, for the love of God, don't. I don't mean this how it's going to sound, but it's going to sound bad. It's going to sound, like, really, really bad, but I'm just, hear me out. If you're a horror streamer and you want to do well with horror, both for your own mental well-being and the well-being of your audience, you kind of got to treat it, especially when you have a lot of peeps in your audience that say, I don't know about horror, man. I don't know how I feel about horror. You got to kind of treat it like a parent watching a horror movie with a kid. So what do I mean with this? Because I'm not calling you children, I fucking swear. Other than, like, the giant walking 5-year-olds that we all are. But, you got to treat it like a parent watching a horror movie with a kid. So what do I mean by this? When you're going through it and you're a parent watching a horror movie with a kid, a lot of times the way my parents would do it is like whenever something's like super scary happened, and then we're talking like when I was like little, whenever something super scary would happen, be like, ah! They'd pause the movie and they would explain the mechanics of how they did the practical effects in the movie. Like watching Halloween for the first time and watching Michael Myers pin that motherfucker to the closet wall, which he doesn't do. That's actually in Halloween H2O where he does the cross formation. But where he takes the guy with his throat and goes, and he just sits there and admires his handiwork as you watch his body just like swing on the door. That scared the fuck out of me because people aren't that strong. That scared the Jesus out of me. So my dad went through a few things on it. First thing stating that's like when you stab somebody to a wall like that, their body's not built to hold that. That's the reason why in Halloween, it wasn't H2O, it was the one after Halloween H2O. What the fuck? Which one is that one? It's after H2O. Because it was one with Busta Rhymes in it. That's the reason why they did the cross formation pattern to stab the dude into the wall on that one is because that was physically possible to do with that one. But my dad went through and he explained, for one, that's not physically possible. For me, that didn't matter. A guy just picking up a guy like that, no problem, shouldn't have been physically possible. So him doing that didn't help. So then Dad went through the entirety of the practical effects of how they did this, what was used to do it, and how they made that practical effect. And that made things easier for me. So when I started playing horror movies for friends, I wanted a way to do that. And with video games, all you can just say, oh, it's fake, it's a video game, all you fucking want. They know that. It's a goddamn video game. They know that shit. So I had to figure out a way to make things optimal for people and less, like, fuckery for people. I need fruit snacks and apple juice. We will have it! I was having to find ways to make it easier for them to digest because jump scare happens, screams across the room, everyone freaks out, including myself. So how did I do this? I would start cracking jokes. Dead Space being my prime worst example of it. I would crack the worst jokes possible. Just yeeting out ridiculously stupid puns and one-liners and this, that, and the other. Why? Because it made it easier. When I first started doing it on stream, I would do the same thing. I would sit there and I would go through and would like crack the one-liners, but I would also stop. If a gruesome death happened or a tragic scene happened, we let that play out, we let that resonate for a minute, we let everybody soak that shit in, and then we swoop in with a chill time. I used to like have it broken down almost to a science where I would stop like every 45 minutes to an hour and 30, depending on the game. I would stop around these time frames and I would just sit and chat with people, making sure everyone was okay, making sure people understood what they were seeing. What's up, Splat Kitty? How do you do? The only horror movies that bother me after watching are the ones that deal with supernatural, like exorcisms, like Paranormal Activity. See, that's me for a lot of it now. Like, the Halloween movies scared me like when I was younger, because like I watched the first Halloween movie when I was like 9, and that was my first horror movie. And like, I grew up in a house with a martial artist who could do crazy stuff to people when it came to a brawl. And I watched this man do stuff that, like, no human I had seen beat the hell out of somebody do. Super fast, super quick, instant dead, like, just, yep. So, for me as a kid, that bothered me. Now, for me, usually to, like, fuck with me, it's gotta be supernatural stuff. Or I love me some fucking found footage movies. Man, fuck, I love me some found footage movies. Doing well, had some fun Paper Mario 1000 Year Door recently. I need to play that. good night, Phantom Flame. Take care. Pleasant nightmares to you. Get some good sleep. Z is here for people like me who are baby. Yeah, see, that's just it. Like, Alanna came to me with a game not that long ago. They came to me with the game Smile For Me, which was a phenomenal game. I enjoyed the hell out of the game. Midda! Tell bad jokes too, Z. A priest, a rabbi, and a monk walk into the bar. They should have ducked. Oh my god. Get some hearts in the chat. Thank you very much for that $5 donation. I hella appreciate that. Come on, hearts. I know y'all can do it. I know y'all can do it. Y'all got fingers. Click the buttons. Throw hearts in the chat. Show them some love because they didn't have to do it, but I hella appreciate it. You do a thing. Cancel that so it doesn't do a thing. Bip. Bippity bobbity whackity smackety. Thank you very much. But yeah, Alanna came to me with a game. They came to me with a game called Smile For Me. They're like, yo, hey Z, have you heard of this game? It's kind of a spooky game. It's not super scary, but it's like weird, creepy kind of spooky. And I really want to see this game played, but I don't think I could play it myself because of spooky creepiness. They basically came to me the exact, like, I was excited to play this. It took me a good while to be able to play it, but I was excited to play this. Not because of what the game was. Fuck, the game could have been damn near anything. I was excited because that was the exact thing that used to happen to me when I first started this channel. Was people came to me with a game that they could not play. A game that was just a little unnerving for them, a little too scary, or a little on the odd side for them to play. They wanted to see it, but they couldn't play it themselves because it's different playing a horror game yourself. If you're someone who plays a lot of horror games, you completely understand what I'm talking about here. It's completely different playing a horror game versus watching someone do one. You can laugh at the guy screaming on the screen. You can't necessarily laugh. It's harder to laugh at yourself when something scares the fuck out of you. Unless you're me. I love to fucking laugh at myself when I jump out of my fucking skin. Watch my most watched short to see that, where fucking Sadako pops out of the goddamn well for the first time. It scares the bejesus out of me from a load screen. But no, Alanna came to me with that game with the whole premise of, I can't play this, but I want to see it. If I got you this game, would you play it for me? And I was jumping up and down to play this. It took me a while to get a chance to play it, but as soon as I was going to play this, I'm messaging them immediately. It's like, okay, it's planned for this day. It's going to be at this time. We're going to do it. We're going to play it. Hope to see you there. Blah, 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 blah. Let's do things. And if they had come back and told me I can't do that day, that shit would have gone to the next possible day they were able to watch it, because I wanted them to see it. They could have been the only person to show up that day. I would have been fucking A-okay. Why? Because I was doing the job that I started doing here. And the game was fun, the game was hilarious, and I cracked stupid jokes the whole way through. I had a blast, everybody else laughed during it. It wasn't all that scary, it wasn't all that creepy, but it had some scary, creepy moments in it that I was just like, And I enjoyed the living hell of it, but the best part of that experience was playing a game for a friend again. Playing a game for an audience just because I knew someone wanted to see it, that they wanted to see it and they needed help to see it. I got excited to be that guy. I got excited to be the tour guide of spooky. So Alanna, thank you very much for that, because you're kind of one of the peeps that I have to thank about me going through this tirade of playing through shit again and doing spooky shit again. But yes, no, when it comes down to it, that's what I like to do. I can say it put a smile on your face. Jesus Christ. Oh. But that's the thing that's like kind of tripped me out. That's the thing I've been like the most like excited for lately, has been the fact of how I love how supportive you guys have been of me going back and doing what I love the most. Especially to all of you that have come to the horror streams that aren't necessarily horror peeps. I appreciate you guys more than you will ever fucking know. And I'm hoping to the ones that have come in that aren't necessarily horror peeps that you have been enjoying our renditions of playing spooky games. I hope that's helped. Cause like we like to take some of the spook out of the spooky games, which sounds like blasphemy, but like the ones who know what I mean. But no, I've appreciated it a lot. I've appreciated the like massive amount of support I've got on it. I've been inspired to do a lot of new shit. My biggest gripe right now is I've been inspired to do so much fucking shit, and it's so hot out here that putting that shit together is incredibly difficult. But it's still happening, just a lot slower than I would like. Like, I'm fucking sweating right now. Like, it's ew. Ew! Hate sweat. Hate it. But no, so like, seriously, to that, thank you guys. If you all have other spooky games y'all want to see, I want y'all putting that shit on the list. Kami, Dude of Dude, Anth, and Jaden, and a bunch of other peeps have bought me new games to play. There will be a lot of new games that are coming to stream, especially spooky ones. Dude and Kami just went through like my entire wish list and found every spooky game on it. I love to play indie spooky games, so like we're gonna be like hardcore diving into some of those. I'm very excited to do that for you guys. Those are some of my absolute favorites. We are gonna be finishing up Corpse Party relatively soon. I'm gonna try to finish up Corpse Party by the start of August. That's what I'm aiming to do. But like, okay, so like I'm rambling and ranting and yammering on at this point. Do y'all like? I feel like, and I feel like I'm probably doing so very stupidly. Do y'all know what I mean by this? Like, do y'all know what I mean? Like, I'm really hoping y'all do. I know you do, Panda. You do the same thing I do. So like, I know you do, but like, does everybody like y'all get what I'm trying to say? Or do I sound stupid? It's okay to tell me I sound stupid, because like I sound stupid quite often. That'll be fun. It's getting to give you guys my best and getting to give you guys my favorite shit and getting to like make like just like the just absolute just nope kind of shit all at the same time. So I hope that it resonates with y'all. Once had a jump scare happen that I literally just laughed at because it was so ridiculous. Man, I love moments like that. I love silly shit like that. I pray for silly shit like that sometimes. Tuesday's gonna be a lot of fun. So I'm gonna be starting back into the spooky games again. But at the same time that I'm gonna be doing them, I'm going to be adding stuff to make it more fun for you guys. I don't know what you're saying, but I know you're not stupid because I just have not seen anything of the sort. Welcome back, Rabbit Dude! Okay, so like, what I'm talking about is like, okay, here's an easier way to put it. Like, I usually don't call out like super big names on here, but like, think back to like your Markipliers. People like Markiplier and Jacksepticeye and PewDiePie and people like that. They will play scary games. They'll play a game that's like super duper scary, but they will go out of their way to try to make that experience as fun and or funny for their audience as they possibly can. It's like while they're getting jump scared to hell and back, they're going through and finding ways to make it funny, to make it humorous, to make it where when you watch it, you're like, yeah, okay, cool, I can get behind that. You know, so like, even though you might jump when I jump due to the jump scare, you can also laugh at how I jumped at the jump scare, or you can laugh at the weird thing to kind of take the tension off when the jump scare happens. It's like I have missed doing that for so long. It's been weird getting back into it because like that's something that like I'm having to like. I never thought I'd have to throw myself back into like a groove wise, but like I am in certain cases for it. Like for the most part, like I can just do thing and just say thing and blah 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 and be stupid. But like I always call it being stupid. Like I always sit there and say like, oh, I'm playing a game and being stupid. But like that's when y'all see that shit happening on stream, that's me being the truest me there is. Like that's me just out and about in my own damn house getting jump scared by one of the kids in this house. The stupid ways I respond in game are very similar to how I respond to people in my own house. Random question for you. Have you ever been to Culver's? I have not. I'm familiar with the place. I know it exists. I've seen a few around me throughout the years. Like, in various places I've lived, I've seen them. And I'll sit there and think to myself, I need to go try and eat there. And then I never do. It's like, I've lived near at least 4 different Culver's in my life. And I've still never actually been to one. And I kind of feel like I need to. So, like, I eventually need to, like, try them out. So good, you try it. Well, see, I don't eat out a shit ton because, like, eating out's expensive. It's way more expensive now than it was, and I already didn't eat out a lot. Like, there was a reason why I practically live at, like, Taco Bell, because Taco Bell used to always just be cheap and efficient. Like, I pay a few bucks, bam, I have enough food to last me. Like, nowadays, like, food has gotten so expensive, especially, like, going out to restaurants. Even places, like, have, like, a fucking dollar menu. It ain't a dollar menu anymore. Like, I cannot. I can't. I want to, but I can't. I cannot afford it. It's like, it's just, it's not a thing that can happen. I want to. Several places I want to try that I just have not tried yet. Change up the music some. But yeah, no, it's like, I haven't been able to, like, eat out, like, anywhere in a hot minute. Like, the only eating out I've done recently, like, at all, is I've hit up a couple of Chinese restaurants over, like, the last, like, 4 months. I've hit up, like, a couple of Chinese restaurants. I've had, like, McDonald's, like, twice. And that's about it. Like, it's expensive. I've had pizza, like, a couple of times, but it's because the family bought pizza and gave me pizza. Food places road trip. Now, that is something that's going to happen. Like, everyone knows we're going on our trip. I announced that about a week ago. The family's going on a trip and dragging Mizu and I along for the ride. There will be some like car streaming and whatnot, so y'all will get to see some restaurant hopping here and there. 'Cause, well, as long as I can afford it, y'all will see some restaurant hopping. We'll see how that goes. Culver's does have some good smoothies. I do like me a good smoothie. But yeah, so like, there will probably be some like just random, hey, I'm stopping by to get a snack, so we're gonna talk and stream for a bit. There's gonna be like, it's weird because like I have never done a travel stream, but there's gonna be some mild travel streaming, partially to help keep my ass awake. Also to help keep my co-pilot awake, because they'll be reading shit off to me. Man, I love me a good shake. Holy fuck, I love me a good shake. But I haven't had one of those in a long time. But yeah, no, I love me a good shake. But it's just going to depend on what I can and cannot do. Oh, we will see where we go. Everything is expensive. Wages haven't kept up. This horrific inflation just makes it worse. Yeah. Tell me about it. I completely sympathize with that. Hardcore. No, not going to be on a depressing note. Not going to be on a depressing note. We got this. About $200 for food for 1 month at Walmart. Now you can walk in and spend that amount and you don't even have enough to last a whole week. Lord. Just thinking about that kills me. Alright, have a good night, Doug. Take care. Pleasant nightmares to you. But yeah, no, like, I get it. Like, things are, like, stupid expensive right now. And they stay tight perpetually. It's been a good way to keep me out of most sodas. I'll at least give it that. Because who the fuck can afford soda right now? Jesus. It's absolutely absurd. I was excited today because I got to have a root beer today. I was like, ooh, that's extravagance. What's up, Blaze? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Like, Jesus Christ. That's just rough, man. Just thinking about that, just rough. It rubs my brain wrong. It causes me issue. Because Jesus Christ. Oh, I love me some root beer. I got to have me a root beer today. I was very excited. It's not something I get to have often. I'm just existing right now. Yeah, I feel that. But I have hope it'll get better. I don't know how yet. I don't. But I have hope that somehow, some way, it'll get better. We'll find a way. We will find a way to afford to function. I don't know how yet, but it'll happen. It'll be a thing. Some way, somehow. But yes, personally though, absolutely love root beer. I love all sorts of different types of root beer too. Like, I'm not particularly picky. How did you get the name Zombies Go Dumb? Were there other names, or was it right on the money? That was it. Okay, so like, I've gotten to explain this story a couple times on stream, but it's been a while since I've talked about it on stream. So like, there's a couple different things that kind of tied together to me getting this name. So sit back, relax for a second. History of how Zombies got his name. Okay, so there are a couple things here that go into it. One, I got the nickname in high school Zombies on and off because, for one, I've been declared dead before and I got back up, and a lot of shit that should have killed me in high school somehow did not kill me in high school. So, thank you very much for the birthday wishes. And Barks or Mug Root Beer are my favorites. I also had knee surgery early in my life, which causes me to hobble a lot. Like I walk with a limp in a lot of cases, and it's way worse when my legs all fucked up when I'm having just a bad leg day. So I would hobble around and look kind of like a zombie, and zombie media had just taken off around this time. This is like in like 2005 to 2007 time frame. So a lot of my friends called me the zombie because I hobbled around and I survived shit I shouldn't. Oh yeah, I've been declared dead twice. Both cases by drowning. Where it became a bigger thing was actually thanks to my Xbox, where the full name came from, because I always had like zombies, kind of like the random nickname here and there. And back then I didn't like it. I didn't. I hated it. I was like, I'm being made fun of, and I hate this. But it did stick. It did stick. But where it became the full name was I got an Xbox. I got my first, quote-unquote, big boy console. The first console that I had that required me to have an online account. Because I went from the GameCube to a 360. Mainly because I got a great deal on a 360. Like, I got, like, just, like... At the times when 360s were brand new, I got it for, like, the equivalency of maybe $150. So, like, could not argue that. But I was having to make an account, and I could not think of an account. I'm trying to think of, like, something like a cool-ass name. And I'm trying my hardest. I'm sitting here putting in name after name after name, just kind of like just derping around. And, you know, just trying to put in something, like, everything's coming back with numbers, and I just did not want that. I refused to have a name with numbers in it. And I'm sitting here trying to think of this name while I'm playing the game Dead Rising on the original 360. And while I'm playing this, my girlfriend at the time is sitting behind me, and we were like the very cringy, like nerdy, like goth kids. Like we wore like the goth clothing and shit like that. And like the RAR XD phase was a thing. Now I wasn't a RAR XD kid because I didn't understand it. But my girlfriend sure as fuck was. So, while I'm sitting here playing Dead Rising, she's sitting behind me, and as we're playing through, as I'm playing through this, trying to think of a damn name, all of a sudden I just hear her behind me go, nom nom. And I was like, what? Nom nom. The fuck does that mean? The zombies. They're nomming your face because I just died. And just like, my brain just shook violently. So I looked back at it, I was like, so the zombies go nom. And she was like, yeah, the zombies go nom nom. And I was like, motherfucker, that's it. And Zombies Go Nom was born. I spelled the name. Now here's a fun thing to it. Everyone gets tripped out, and everyone's brain trips over the B at the end of my name, because the Zombies Go Nom. Everyone thinks that like that's put there for some reason or the other. It's not. It's not put there so I can grab the name without numbers in it. No. On Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, YouTube, and a few other places, I have the name Zombies Go Nom spelled N-O-M and N-O-M-B. I own both. The reason why I own both was because N-O-M-B was how I thought nom was spelled because of the principles of the word bomb. I put a silent B on it thinking that's how it's supposed to be written. I was wrong. But like, I put that name across everything back in like 2011. YouTube, Google, everywhere. Just like everywhere back in like 2011. Like, I came up with the name like in 2009, but in 2011, I synced that into absolutely everything. I thought it was Nom because Zombies Go Nom is 10 characters and it fits perfectly in most game usernames. The problem is a lot of game usernames, like, I keep getting tripped over by a lot of them that like run into where you can only have it as 7 letters 5 or 7 letters happens a lot too. So like I usually can't even put it in. I just usually go by zombies. Like that's what my name 9 times out of 10 in most video games is zombies, because like I can't spell it out the entire way. What's really funny is I've had fights with people over my name before. Like I've had fights with other people that have a name similar to mine. On all platforms. So apparently I'm not even special. Not even here on YouTube. There's other people that have names similar to mine. There's actually a Hearthstone player that has a name on that has the name Zombies Go on, like their name's literally Zombies Go Om Nom Nom. Tripped me the fuck out first time I saw that. I was like, there's no way. There's no way. It's impossible. But it exists. It tripped me the fuck out for some time. And the time I found it was because I had live streamed Hearthstone. I live streamed Hearthstone and their shit popped up. I was like, dude, what? Completely broke the fuck out of my brain. He's wanting to go by that name. Like, and it trips me out. Like, who, like, where do they want to get that name? Zombie versus zombie. Who will be the better zombie? So, like, I had to give respect to that one because, like, for one, they apparently somehow, like, just, like, through the ether of the force fucking figured out the same name. We just had shared the same goddamn name, basically. But yeah, so that's the origin of my name. First I was a zombie because, like, I hobble around like a corpse. Because I have metal components in my knee and I have to walk with a cane half the time. And the rest of it just came because, like, I was playing a zombie video game with an emo kid of a girlfriend in high school. So yeah, that's it. It stuck. I put that into everything. I put it on the PlayStation. I put it on, like, as soon as Nintendo lets have actual counts with the Switch. Like put it into that. Like it went everywhere immediately. I have that name registered across everything I can. Anytime a new thing comes up, we put it on there as soon as I can. Emo girlfriend has me cackling. Like, look, y'all seen my typing chart here? Y'all seen y'all know my types? Should surprise no one. Backstory for my handle is boring. Fun fact, Pokemon Crystal was the first game I ever personally owned and was given the ability to choose, so I picked the girl character. Now it's a tradition. That tracks. See, I've apparently always been like the weird dude because, like, when I was younger, I always picked the female character because, like, the female character was either cute or had the best abilities. Like, playing Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, you always pick Amy. Why? Because even though the other characters are faster, Amy for less rings gets her abilities to go off all the goddamn time. You want people to hate you? Pick that character. So it'd be like shit like that. I would do that constantly. Like, fuck it, we doing it. And then, like, I got to, like, my adult years, and it was always a male character. I always picked a male character after that. I don't know why, but I always did. It just felt more comfortable to do. Surprising no one, my name is the most creative name in all existence, though it used to be the Drawing Gamer 456. Crazy, I know. That is absolutely shocking. Folks, you heard it here first. Drawing Gaming Nerd, the absolute pinnacle of original naming, used to have numbers at the end of their name. What did those numbers specify? Inquiring minds want to know. I find Drawing Gaming Nerd, though, like, to fit you very well. And it's funny because, like, I've never seen anybody else with your name. It's like, I know probably other people have that name, but you're the first person I've ever seen with it. In hindsight, I have no idea why I put numbers. I mean, sometimes putting numbers just guarantees you get the name and you don't have to go through the hassle of, like, retyping the name over and over and over and over. Just looking for a way to have your name. Mine is kind of boring. My nickname and an animal I like. Well, so that was another reason why, like, zombies was a big thing for it, because even though I hated being called zombies all the time, I fucking loved zombie media. I still do. I've got 2 big zombie games I'm going to be playing, because they're remaking both Dead Rising 1 and they're remaking Lollipop Chainsaw. Motherfucker, we playing some zombie games. I love zombie games. I love zombie media. I'm all about that shit. I've played a fuck ton of them on the channel. Like, it's one of my favorite genres of horror is zombie media. Even though it's severely overinflated nowadays, I still fucking love it. Like, my favorite movie back then was Shaun of the Dead. Like, I fucking watched that shit going to bed for, like, months on end. So, like, for me, there was, like, plenty of like, for me, it was, like, it was a monster I liked. It's like, fuck, we can do this. I'll have it because, like, I was playing something in a genre I really like, because I love Resident Evil, and I love Silent Hill, and though they're not zombies in Silent Hill, the nurses are basically zombies. They're close enough that they're a zombie archetype style enemy. They're not zombies, but they might as fucking well be. First proper use of my username was shortly after 2015 started. I made it from scratch, and it stuck. See, that was always like some of the best names, like Hazard Spaghetti. That is like one of my favorite names I've ever heard on any platform ever. Hazard Spaghetti. It's like, why is the spaghetti dangerous? I gotta know now. It's like, is it irradiated? Did you find a plate of spaghetti randomly in the wasteland? I gotta know. I'm a MASH fan, and the numbers are self-explanatory to my real-life friends. 1889. Yep, I have no clue on that one. But yeah, so like, that was just how the name got there, and it just stuck forever. And it was really bad because, like, when I became a streamer, like, it cemented the fact that I was going to have to be a horror streamer, which is hilarious with the amount of non-horror content I've played, because I've had people, like, literally see my name, like, people I've talked to who've like, what's your channel name, da-da-da, like, will see the channel and see a non-horror game on it, like I played Mario or some shit, showing off the channel, and they're like, well, that's not spooky at all. And it's just like, I get judged because I'm not playing something spooky. The amount of times people have seen my name, and then like people I've randomly met through raids, like I go to raid somebody, and the amount of times, like, for one, the amount of times they can't pronounce my fucking name. But the amount of times that, like, they'll sit there, they'll see the name, and they're like, oh, what were you playing? Expecting to see me say, like, I was playing Resident Evil, or I was playing Dead by Daylight. And the first thing out of my mouth is like, I was playing Splatoon today! They're like, what the fuck? And I'm like, Splatoon's fun, leave me alone. I will play my colorful squid game to make myself feel better, leave me alone. Even if it does make me salty as fuck. I had a rabbit growing up, that's why I'm called Rabbit Dude. I used to have a rabbit. It was literally named Bunny. Only downside of the Dead Rising remake is it sounds like they got the Dead Rising 4 guy to do the voice for Frank, and he sounds like he's doing an impression of Off the Record Frank poorly. I did not hate his portrayal. I do wish they got the original voice actor back, but I saw that coming because he hasn't been around in a while. Numbers of day and year. Ah, okay. Hazard Spaghetti was back in, like, 2019. It came from the Lucid Chart ad for Snakes. My usual username online is... Random Obsessions. It took me a minute. Brought about by me knowing I'd get hyperfixation I can't predict. Honestly, fair. Fun fact, Splatoon has a version of zombies. It fits better than people. Yeah, I used to love fucking play. Like, I loved / hated playing Salmon Run. I couldn't remember the name. I just kept wanting to call it Grisco Run. I was like, that's not the right name. Well, I've had people understandably assume otherwise. My handle comes from the title of a novel. Oh, that's neat. See, I'd always wondered where it came from. Because I loosely know the meaning of the name. Like, I know, like, the literal translation. But I'd always wonder, like, where that specific name came from. Now I want to know why Dude of Dude is. Where did Dude of Dude get Dude of Dude's name? How did he become the Dude of Dudes? Like, I legit, no joke, I've asked that question. Where did he get the name Dude of Dudes? Well, Dude of Dude, but he is the Dude of Dudes. I want to, like, and I just fucking love saying that name, Dude of Dude. Like, that's just, like, it's just fun to say. It just rolls off the tongue so nicely. It's just so much fun to say. Dude of Dude. It's like, I've often wondered, like, shit, well, I got all y'all here. If y'all want to just, like, drop your name, like, where you got your name from in the chat, I want to know, what's the origin story to your name? How did you become whatever you are known by here on the channel? Like, I want to know. How'd you get your online handle? Where the fuck did it come from? I want to know. It's like, a lot of you have already told me, but, like, if you haven't got a chance to tell me. I want to know. Where did it come from? Where did it go? Where did it come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Dude of Dude. I still love that name. But that name trips me out because I call everybody Dude. So, like, there's some days where I sit there and I have to, like, reel back the amount of times I say the name Dude or the word Dude. Because I call everybody Dude. Guy, girl, and everything in between is Dude. Because that's what my dad did. Everybody was Dude. I call my sister Dude. I call my nieces Dude. I call my nephews Dude. Fuck, I've called Mizu Dude. I'm like, dude, have you seen this? Let's see, well, my name starts with an M, and the T in my name stands for thee. So, M the Gamer is for Minecraft originally, and the 2020 is from the irony of 2020 vision, because I wear glasses. Oh, that's clever. I need to get glasses again. Lord help me. I have had to increase the size of the text of all of my screen shit recently. I like Gamer Guy better, though. Has some personality. I mean, like, I've always enjoyed your name. I remember when your name used to be, like, spelled backwards. And, like, I caught that it was spelled backwards because I'm dyslexic as fuck. You grew up watching MASH? I remember watching MASH as a child, but, like, I don't remember much of watching it. I was obsessed with Twilight Princess when I was an edgy teen and tried making a sequel story on DeviantArt. I never actually started writing it, and my vision of Midna evolved into an OC. Oh. See, I assumed you were a Twilight Princess fan, but that was about as far as my brain took it. If you want to go a bit further, what I've been referred to online, I've been referred to as cereal in some servers since I made a common theme around liking cereal, especially in Failboat's server. I think I remember you having, like, isn't your name Cereal in our Discord server? It's like, 100 boxes of cereal or some shit like that. Let me see. Because, like, I remember seeing it the first time, and it tripped me out, because, like, I didn't immediately recognize who you were coming in, because it was such a random departure from, contains $8 of cereal now. So they're at $100 of cereal. Yeah. Need to head out for the night, got work tomorrow, and I don't want to drink too much coffee. Understandable. Have yourself a good night. Thank you for coming in and chilling with us, and thank you for the birthday wishes. Take care, my friend. I hope you have a wonderful night and pleasant nightmares. Grab yourself some coffee tomorrow. Just don't drink too much. Actually have an even older online name. Ooh. Have you heard of it? Have I heard of what? I've missed something somewhere. The zombie theme I remember playing that personally I didn't think was scary. More cringe and unnerving would be ROM Hat Pokemon Snakewood. I have not played Snakewood. I have put Snakewood on my list. It looks so absurd, and I've wanted to play it just for its absurdity. Because I might have failed two $50 super chats for cereal streams on dares. Holy Jesus. First one he dared chat to super chat him $50 total before he ended the stream. 19 me had less impulse control with money. 2019. Jesus Christ. See, I couldn't do that. Like, I've put up moments where, like, I've put up, like, things that are like, yo, hey, here we go. Like, here's, like, a dono bar for stuff, like, to go towards XYZ thing, which I've had people yell at me recently saying I need to put up another dono bar for that kind of stuff. But I can't just be like, I dare you guys to donate me money. No, I can't. Nothing against Failboat. I like Failboat. Failboat is an amazing content creator. Absolutely phenomenal. I like watching his content. Especially his Kirby shit. I've always enjoyed his Kirby shit. But, like, I can't bring myself to do it. Even as a meme, I can't do it. I think Snakewood has been redone. I swear I heard someone talking about that a while back. Maybe it was another one, though. Shaman, can you look that up for me real quick? You're the Pokemon expert, knows the most about ROM hats. Can you check to see if they've redone that one? Don't want to share the OG one because it has my initials in it, but previously on YouTube, I was Snazzy Panda, and I kept the panda with the top hat for a long time before just... I remember the panda with the top hat. I remember that icon. Like, that's still in, like, one of my oldest, like, Stream Deck folders for when I was doing member buttons in that way. Second $50 super chat was to cover the extra cost for the cereal he bought for the cereal stream. Jesus Christ. There are times I wonder, like, how, like, big content creators can do, how they can do that so easily. Because, like, I know that's part of the job. It's like putting the things for, like, donations out there and be like, yo, hey, like, we need to do thing, da-da-da. But, like, I get so weirded by doing it. I always do. It's part of the job. I shouldn't be weirded by it, but I always get weirded by it. Maybe back in 2014 when I'd been into playing Vantage. What is Vantage? I'm not familiar with that one. But yeah, no, I wish I understood, like, how to, like, do that, like, how to wrap my brain around that properly. But I feel like at the same time, if I were to do so, just, like, I wouldn't be able to do so with a straight face. Like, I couldn't. So there's a remake called Stygian Snakewood, but it's Development started back in April of this year, so it's not done yet. It started. That had a different name in Japan, but here in the States it was called Kamikaze Girls. The kamikaze part was to do with the jacket one of the main characters, a Yankee girl, wears. Said jacket ends up being an important connection between her and the other main character. I just liked the story so much that I lifted that and switched girls to Mizume. Which tracks. First email I made specifically so I could have a Facebook account because they had just changed it from a college site to a 213 or older. See, Lord, my first email I ever had was because my dad just wanted me to have an email address, so he made me an email address. And then I promptly forgot the password for it. My dad lost the password to it. It's lost to time back when fucking Hotmail was a thing. I wound up with another one just so I could make a Neopets account. It's like, I wound up with 8 email addresses because I kept fucking losing my Neopets account information. Still have my Neopets information now for my latest one, which does not have the Zombies Go Nom name because it was before I had that name. We're not bringing that shit up. Nope. Nope. Ain't doing it. Ain't doing it. The only thing I'll say about it was a lot of peeps in my family, we shared a naming convention. So we all had names that had iron in it in some way, shape, or form. Was it really that bad? It wasn't that bad. It was a little cringy. It's not really that bad. I just don't want people trying to dig that far back into my cringy years of being a teenager in high school. Anyone else had Webkinz account, or was that just me? A lot of my friends had Webkinz accounts. I didn't care for Webkinz because that required me to go buy a plushie, and I just didn't have money. I grew up dirt poor, far poorer than I am now. So no, I didn't have Webkinz. I could not afford Webkinz. I could afford Neopets because everything on there at the time was free. I didn't wind up spending anything towards anything Neopets related until I was an adult. I was 20 and I bought a shit ton of Burger King because they gave out plushies at Burger King. Because Burger King and McDonald's both did Neopets things. I actually still have some books that are from those events that are worth a shit ton of Neo points right now. Were you a troublemaker in school? Not really a troublemaker. I got in trouble, but I wasn't a super duper troublemaker. I got in fights occasionally because I was the gimpy kid, so everybody wanted to pick on the gimpy kid. So I wound up with detention more times than I needed to, as well as in-school suspension more times than I needed to, due to just getting into fights. And it would always be the fact that I didn't start it, but I sure as fuck ended it. But I ended it in ways that would usually just get me in trouble. So yeah, no, I wasn't really I didn't go out of my way to make trouble for teachers, but I was, for the first few years of my high school life, I was a target a lot, and then I stopped being a target after I fought back. So yeah, that's about the extent of that. For the most part, I was not that bad of a kid. I was very quiet. Zombie to school bodyguard. Kinda. So out of all my friends were nerds. And I'm a nerd. But I was the nerd. I was the weird nerd, apparently, and I didn't know this. I was a weird nerd because, for one, I could defend myself, and I was efficient at it. I was good enough at it. So I wound up helping defend a lot of my friends in exchange for them helping me pass classes because I was kind of dumb. Zombie is a nerd shock Pikachu emoji. So yeah, like I would help out my buds, and they would help me survive school. They'd help me survive on the academic level, and I would help them survive on the physical level. But yeah, I was the weird nerd that, like, I didn't have a lot of friends. I was excruciatingly socially awkward. Thanks, autism. That I could defend myself, so that got me most of the friends that I had, and I could defend my friends, which got me more of the friends I had. And I was also, like, the only one of my friends who was dating in high school, which was kind of weird to me, because all my friends were, for one, far better looking than me, and two, far more charismatic than me. I just also dated fellow nerds. See, I wasn't the good kid or the bad kid. I was like the neutral kid. That was just it. Like, I was very much a neutral kid. Like, I would defend my friends as long as my friends didn't do anything wrong. If my friends were in the wrong and were, like, about to get fucked up because they fucked with somebody, it's like, well, that's not my fight, buddy. If I help you in that one, I want to deal with a lot more shit than I want to. It's like, don't start nothing, won't be nothing. So, like, now if it looked like they were obviously just going to be, like, completely overwhelmed and just be completely decimated, yes, I would jump in. But a lot of times, like, it's like, if you wrote a check your ass can't cash, you ain't gonna have me defend you. We don't play that game. I don't get to be the one useless. Which my close friends did not do this to me, but I had a couple people that would try to do this. I'm like, good luck. That's an ass whooping I ain't taking for you. You can always tell one of those moments came because it wouldn't be just a one-on-one fight. They got in a fight with somebody who's bigger than them. No, they pissed off like an entire group of people. It's like, what are you gonna do? You can't do nothing to me because I got my friends zombies right here. I'm like, no, you don't. I didn't sign up for that ass whooping, buddy. You can take that. You can have that. You signed your own word on that one. Just reminded me that there's now over 2 weeks left of Magi Record before it shuts down. I'm sad now. Don't be sad. No sad. We're not doing sad. We're doing happy things today. There will be other fun games. It'll be a thing. So, okay, so I gotta ask everybody in chat, were you the good kid in school or were you the bad kid? Or were you like me in the chaotic neutral? If you want to be like in the truest form, I was actually more of a lawful neutral. I was more of a lawful neutral when it came to a lot of shit. It's like if you cast a check your ass, if you tried to write a check your ass couldn't cash, like it's like you walked into your shit, you're gonna deal with part of it, but I would eventually come back in and be like, yeah, I can't just let you beat my buddy to death. We can't have that. It's like you popped him once, fair's fair, but like we can't let that go any further than where it is. Just not a thing. Good kid for sure. I had one fight in my second middle school that sent the bully to alternative school for the rest of her school career, and no one messed with me after. What do you think? You know me. Shaver, you were both the best kid and the worst kid in your class all at the same time. I won't go any further into it than oh my god. Yeah, Wesley, I could definitely peg you for being a good kid. Panda, I could definitely peg you for laying somebody the fuck out. But nah, come on. I gotta know. Were you the good kid or were you the bad kid in school? I am super curious. It's one of the top students during my brief stint in regular school. I got so many medals. My first award ceremony, my tiny neck could barely carry them. I got a root beer float after that. That sounds awesome. Oh my god, I'm sitting there. I've also got the Discord pulled up. Fruit just typed in happy birthday. Fruit, if you're listening, I hella appreciate you. Happy rebirthday to the undead zombies. Much cake and much happy to you. One of my nephews actually kind of made that joke today. It's like, wait, shouldn't you have 3 birthdays? This stopped me dead in my tracks today. My nephew just looked at me dead square in the face. Shouldn't you have 3 birthdays? I was like, what? Why? Where is this coming from? Where do I get 3 birthdays? Where am I aging at 3 times a year? Looks me straight dead in the face with just a super serious face. Well, I mean, you've died twice, so that means you've come back. You've come to life 3 times. Shouldn't that mean you have 3 birthdays now? I didn't have a response to this, man. I didn't know what to do, man, because that was so well done. Did you get psychic powers for your birthday? How in the world? I've had Discord up the whole time because, like, when I'm in chat mode, I have, like, my entire screen multi-screened out. So, like, I saw it pop up on Discord. It's like everything's popping up across the way so I can see everything. How are you, Fruit? Thank you for the birthday wishes. I hope you're well. Sorry to randomly call you out of your lurk. Just, I saw it pop up. I was like, wait, and there's a little dancing cat. I love that cat. The cat just makes me happy. Behavior-wise, I was generally seen as a good kid. Grades-wise, my teachers probably would rather I did better. Oh, I definitely understand that. Like, I had several teachers pull me aside and, like, get on to me. Especially when I graduated. When I graduated high school, because I was lazy and I missed a lot of school. And I was also lazy because, like, it was hard to keep myself motivated to do a lot of my schoolwork. On top of that, we were in such dire straits when I was in my senior year of high school with our home that I was doing everything I could to help us keep a home. And I had a teacher that, like, my English teacher looked me dead square in the face. Was like, you passed by 1 point. And she was livid that I passed. Because I passed because I aced the final exam. I got it, extra credit, everything. I did that every class I was in. So, like, every teacher would get on to me at the end of the year. Yes, Panda, I am watching you. She would get on to me at the, like, every one of them got on to me at the end of the year because it'd be like, you knew everything. Why the fuck are your grades this low? It's like, they would get so pissed off at me. The worst moment I had with that. Hello, Callan. Thank you. Doing well indeed. No, I hopped on stream and wanted to wish all the happy birthday. I appreciate so fucking much. You don't understand. When I was in 4th grade was like the worst moment of that. I was in 4th grade and we had a program called the Accelerated Reader Program. And the teachers, this was through most of elementary school, but like the biggest year for it for me was in 4th grade. All the teachers were, like, they had like accelerated reader requirements of tests they wanted you to take on books. And I had like a whopping 5 points. I did not do the tests. I didn't want to do them. I had no reasoning or wanting to do them. I would read books and just not take tests on them. Unless, like, I was absolutely forced to do so. Every week there was a computer lab, and that was my favorite time. That was my favorite day of the week, was going to computer lab. And they sent us to computer lab, and they didn't tell us what we were doing until we got there. And when we got there, what we were doing was a reading comprehension test. And they had us take the test. And I went through all of it, and essentially for reading comprehension, all you really needed to know to do this test was know how to read context clues. If you can read context clues, you, like, this test, you could be done in your sleep. which I pretty much did. I took the test and I aced it. I 100% the test. I didn't miss a single damn question. And the results came back for this test for the entire fucking school. And I tested top of the school. Like, I had a college reading level and a college comprehension level in 4th grade. My 4th grade teacher comes into the room with the papers, and she is shaking, and she is fuming. Now, we knew what she was coming back with, so my brain was like, oh, we all failed. We all failed. We just bombed this. We failed this test. That's what happened. She's about to ream all of her chimes, and we're screwed. No, I was screwed. I was the one getting his chimes reamed. She walks up to the front of the class, slams papers down her desk, picks up the first one, holds it up, is like, in my hand, I hold the top scores for the entire school. 5th grade, because it was a K through 5. It was like 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th grade. I hold the top readers in the entire school. She puts paper down. There are 3 of you on this paper. Do you know who the number 1 person on this paper is? Everyone in class immediately knew who it was. It wasn't me. It was a girl in our class. I still remember her name, but for privacy purposes, I'm not going to say her actual name. We're just going to call her. We're going to call her Brittany. We're like, Brittany? It's got to be Brittany. Brittany's like the smartest kid we knew. Brittany was like ranked like 5th. She's like, nope. It's not Brittany. So, it had to be the other girl in the classroom that we all knew that was reading constantly. Had to be her. It couldn't be anybody else if it wasn't Brittany. Said her name. She's like 12th on the list. I'm like, I'm sitting here thinking, who the hell could it be? I'm sitting here like processing every smart kid I knew in the class. And like, I've got like a list of like 5 other kids I'm about to prattle off because like I know all the smart kids in school. And she stares at me and I was like, oh, I must be at the bottom of the list. That was it. My brain was like, I'm at the bottom of the list. I'm at the bottom of the list. She's going to yell at me. I'm at the bottom of the list. Shaking her hand again. She's like, Z. He's the number 1 student in the whole school. And I was like, oh no. Oh no! I don't know where this is going, but she seems mad. Because like I'm smiling for a couple seconds until like her demeanor is just like, don't smile at this kid. She's like, I don't know how you have the lowest test scores in the whole school, but you tested the highest on this. You have the lowest accelerated reader program points in the entire school. How? I was like, I'm in 4th grade, man. I don't know shit. You're like, She looks at my point score. She's like, you've taken 1 test. You have 5 points. How can you have the highest grade in this whole goddamn school, and yet you have the lowest points of anyone here? You have a college reading level. I was like, have a what? And the entire classroom is silent, And I'm trying to comprehend. My little autistic ass is not understanding shit. And if sitting there trying to process how, if I made the best test score, how I'm in trouble now and how to get out of trouble. She's like, why aren't you taking tests? Why, like, if you can do this, you can do this. You should have the most points in the whole school. Why aren't you doing this? Like, just like, the untapped potential here is so bad. It's like, you have no excuses anymore. I can't do this. You cannot do this. Like, just on and on and on and on and on. It's like, why don't you read? Why can you not read? Was this a fluke? Did you just guess? Did you cheat? What's wrong? I was like, it's just like, what do you read? I was like, I read Goosebumps books. Why aren't you testing on Goosebumps books? Why? Like, every Goosebumps book has a test number. And I was like, because I can't take them twice. She's like, what the You can tell she's trying to say, what the fuck do you mean by that? She's like, what do you mean you can't take them twice? Like, I took them all last year. I can't take them twice. Because you couldn't, like, they kept it through for every year past. You could not retake it the next year or the year after. You couldn't retake tests. It's like, I can't retake the tests. It's like, I can't. They won't let me retake the test. Like, what do I do? What do you want me to do? She's like, so what are you reading? As like, it's like, I can't take a test in the books I'm reading. She says to me, there's no way you can't take a test in the book you're reading. There's absolutely no way you can't take a test in the book you're reading. Almost every kid's book known to man is on this test list. There's no way you're reading books that you can't take tests on. And so I reach into my backpack and I pull out a book. And it's like, I can't take a test on this book. And I put the book on the table. And it is Stephen King's Pet Sematary. Which is not age appropriate at all. My parents didn't know I was fucking reading this until they got a phone call about it. Yep. So I'm reading Pet Sematary. I don't know that this book has a reading level. I just know that I like scary books. So I put the book down on the table. She's like, you have not read this book. You cannot read this book. I was like, I read it twice. She takes my ass down to the library, takes me to a computer, puts in a passcode that allows you to read past your grade level. Because usually with the accelerated reader test, you can only take tests up to 2 grades above your level. So like, I was only allowed to originally take tests up to a 6th grade reading level. This was ranked as a 13, which was college reading level. I didn't even know it had a rating on it. Because you couldn't check it out in our school. I stole this book from my mom. So she puts in the code for me to be able to take this test. She, take this test. You better not fail this test. If you fail this test, you're getting detention. I was like, I don't want detention. I don't like detention. My parents won't like me getting detention. And I'd never had detention up to that point. So I was like, oh no. It's like, so I gotta do the best I've ever done on this. And I aced the test. Bam. Now, because of where my grade was versus the level of this book, my points skyrocket. Because your points were determined by the grade level in the book, versus your grade level. The higher it was in your level, the higher the point total was. So, like, I just, bam, my points skyrocket. Normal book for our age group and level was supposed to be like 5 points. I scored 100 points off this fucking book because where it was in comparison. And she just sits there dumbfounded. It's like, do I need to take another test? She looks at me. She scowls at me. It's like, I got another book. I got another Stephen King book I could read. Or that I've read. I could do that. And she just looks at me, just dumbfounded. It's like, what book? I was like, Christine. Which is the one about the car. And I was like, she was like, take it. Take the test, score another 100 points. Bammo. She was like, go back to the classroom. And I run. I'm freaking out. And I'm explaining to everyone in the class what happened, because I'm being asked a bajillion questions. Like, what happened? Da, da, da. And, like, this was back before I learned how to properly, like, talk and how to mask, my autism at all. So, like, I'm stuttering and I'm looking for the words and trying to figure out how to do it. And as I'm going through and I'm explaining everything to everybody, they're flipping shit. And they're like, no. I'm like, yeah, she's mad. So they don't know why she's mad either. They're like me. It's like, that's cool. Whatever. Cool. Do you, dude. And, like, she is pissed. And she calls my parents. My parents show up at school because she doesn't tell them why she's called them. They just show up at school. And they're thinking I'm in trouble. I'm thinking I'm in trouble. So, oh shit. And to her, I am in trouble. So she explains it to my parents. My parents are like, so what you're saying is you're mad because he's good. Because that's how my parents were. It's like, he's not applying himself. We're like, no, he is applying himself. He is applying himself. Other than his accelerated reader score, his grades, like, he's a straight A student, isn't he? Because, like, back then I was. In elementary school, I was a hardcore straight A student. Had, like, 2 Bs. Maybe. Ever. In 4th grade. It's like, my report cards came home straight A's. And so they're like, so, like, everything else is passing. He doesn't have a high accelerated reader score. That's it. That's all he doesn't have. That's what you're yelling at him for, is he doesn't have a high test score. Now, why does he have a high test score? Why couldn't he take tests on these books? Well, they're not age appropriate. And my parents looked that teacher in the face with, like, the devil in their eyes, like, who are you to deem anything inappropriate for our son to read? He can read anything he fucking damn well pleases. And they did say fuck. They're like, he can fucking read anything he goddamn wants to read. And if you tell him he can't read something, you can see us in court. If you make it that far, you will not discriminate against our child because he decided to read a book that you can't comprehend. Ooh, boy, was my daddy mad. My daddy was in her face about that. And my mom's got where I get my wit from. So my mom is like, you're just mad that our son is reading at a higher reading comprehension level than you are. That's what your problem is. You're mad that he's reading books that you can't bring yourself to read because either A, you're too emotionally stunted, B, you're too educationally stunted, or your issue is the content of the book makes you too icky feeling, and I'm just not going to have that. And I was like, what? Because I never watched my mom go off like that on a teacher. I was always told, you can't go off on that like a teacher. And she lit this bitch up. Woo! Smoked her sideways. What is up, Black Magic? Very late for me, so I won't be here long. Just want to say happy birthday, Zombie. I appreciate you, my friend. You have a wonderful night, pleasant nightmares, and thank you for coming in. But yeah, just fucking cooked this lady. Just shredded her. And the principal's like, well, it is inappropriate for him to read. My dad looks at him and it's like, he's reading. Y'all want to have the highest reading scores in the area. He's reading. And that's when the principal goes like, yeah, but we're grading on a curve, so, like, he's going to fuck the curve. It's like, then just don't make him take any more tests. He's passed. He's done. And that was how that ended. Boy, when field day came around, I had 200 accelerated reader points to play with. I was like the rich kid on campus. Imagine getting mad at a smart child. That's like getting angry at Einstein for being slightly smug, right? And I was like, damn, like, and I didn't understand it because I never viewed myself as smart. because I always view myself on like the same level as everybody else. Because it's always like, this got me into trouble more times I can count. I still don't view myself as that smart of an individual, but like I never viewed myself as smart back then. I always assumed everybody was the same as me. They all read the same stuff at home because they couldn't read it here. That was it. The same thing happened when it came to like me being physically strong. I've always been physically strong, can lift a lot of weight, and can throw my weight around very well. So, like, I always assumed, Shaman got to witness this on more than one occasion. Like, they could back me up on this one. I always just assumed everyone was just as strong as I was. Everyone was just as smart as I was. Everyone could read the exact same shit as I did. I just always assumed I was the same as everybody else. I found out I was wrong. I found out I was wrong anytime I fought with anybody because I hurt people, because I didn't think about it. I would always be confused as to why. Be like, it's not over yet. This just started. Okay. And just would have to stop, go walk away. And the same thing when it came to reading is like, why can't y'all read the book? It's the same book. They must not just... My whole thought process to anybody not being able to read at the same level as me, and I still view this with a lot of the people that were in that class, because I was in school, even in 4th grade, with a lot of fucking smart people. Like, my whole thought process was the reason why they can't read books like this wasn't the fact they couldn't read it, is that they didn't want to. It just didn't pertain to their interest. It was too weird, too squicky, whatever. That's fine. I still assumed that with a lot of them, because like the girl that I assumed had the highest reading comprehension level in the school was still a million times smarter than me. Her grades stomped all my grades and everything else. I'm the reason why they changed how they wrote answers on the tests by elementary school. Why? What did you do? But yeah, so like, I never thought about that as a kid. Like, it was just like, fuck it. Like, everyone can do this. If I can do it, anyone can do it. And I say that with a lot of stuff, because I say that for like stream. If I can stream, anybody can stream. If I can make a thumbnail, anybody can make a thumbnail. If I can make a video, anybody can make a video. If I can do anything related to content creation, anybody can do it. I've had people come yell at me about saying that, but I have also proven it's true. I am very much a firm believer in Gusto's anyone can cook. Not everyone necessarily should cook, but anyone can cook. How well they can cook is going to differ from person to person. Skill level will always differ, but anyone can cook. Anyone can stream. Anyone can read given the right tools. I'm similar to you except for my wheelchair. My teachers don't like me, to put it lightly, because I made special education look terrible. Oh. I pulled out my 3rd grade class because I scored 85% on the state test by only answering C. They tried to write me up. My mom stopped that. Jesus Christ. Like, if you can get past like 85% of a test for just writing C, that's their problem, not yours. Fuck, all of my teachers throughout every fucking grade I was ever in, all the way into college, said, if you don't know the answer, don't leave it blank. Put something down. It's like, even if you just gotta write C straight through the test, it's better than putting nothing. That's just fucking hilarious that you're like, fuck it, I'm just gonna put C and that's gonna just be it. Jesus Christ. You're like, well, I don't want to put nothing. Boop. And it just worked. Hey, B-Day. If it's still your B-Day, even if it's not, I appreciate the B-Day, which is, it's technically not my birthday anymore, because it's past 1:30 here. But I still appreciate it. It was 85% right. I mean, fuck it. Just like, I'd take that shit as a win. The school should have too. Jesus Christ, take that shit as a fucking win. The schools be like, yeah. if I found out that that's all you had to do as a school instructor, be like, fuck it, we need better test scores to get more funding. Everybody write C on every test. That's it. Were you in special education? Okay, so something I don't get to share very often. I would have shared a little bit now. Just because things have changed in my life, so I can more easily share it. I was diagnosed with autism at a young age. Not a super young age, but I was diagnosed with autism at a young age. My parents, especially my dad, for the longest time did not want to admit it, because my parents were like, well, he's smart, so it doesn't matter. Which is a very old way of thinking on things. My dad later, got better about it, but for a long time, they, didn't. They were just, in denial of the diagnosis. I didn't get to fully understand that until I was in the hospital, and my records needed to be pulled, and they're going through stuff, and they're going through all my records, and at one point, one of them stops and says, do you need any special assistance? And I was like, no. For what? And the person was like, well, we have to ask anyone with autism that. I was like, what? And in a far less expressive tone, just like, what? I didn't understand what they meant by that. It's like, well, your charts right here say you have autism, and it's kind of obvious you have autism. Do you need any special assistance? So if you don't, that's fine, but we offer it to anybody with this. And I was like, I'm not autistic. They're like, yeah, you are. I went home, and we had a long talk with my family about that. So, yeah, no, my parents refused to let me take any special education courses, even though it was suggested multiple times. It was suggested multiple times because the teachers thought I had autism, had told my parents to get me tested for it. They tested me for it, told them I didn't have it. They did tell them I had ADHD, which I did have. I had an ADHD diagnosis on top of the autism. And my parents were like, he's smart, he doesn't need it. He's smart, he doesn't need that. And so, I didn't know until my teenage years. And then because of how my parents handled it, I was ashamed of it. And I kept it to myself for the longest time. And I would make any excuse for any weird... Because once I got the diagnosis told to me, went and got tested again and got it reconfirmed. Because, at that point, I had to. I was like, I've been told for so long I'm normal, and I'm not. Got it confirmed again. Which that's a long, arduous process, by the way. Got it confirmed again. And they were like, yo, da-da-da. I didn't want to tell anybody. I didn't tell anybody. Nobody knew. I mean, I guess you would say it's minor. I have trouble with social cues. I have trouble understanding emotions. I have a lot of trouble understanding anything social or otherwise in chat format. I'm told I'm very blunt. I have severe trouble with overstimulation. I have a lot of, the classic traits of it, I guess. Especially in my comprehension and in how I deal with people. I'm far different dealing with people in person. A lot of y'all have probably noticed it in see me online, because there are like a lot of people that like tell me, it's like, oh yeah, we know. Because like I take a lot of stuff that like I read very seriously. I don't get sarcasm a lot of the time. I'm bad at using sarcasm. Like, a lot of stuff I know is from parroting stuff I've seen from other people when it comes to that kind of stuff. So, like, I guess it'd be classified as... I guess you'd classify it as minor just because I can focus enough. I say focus enough. I would guess because I can pass enough as normal, I guess. I don't know how to better put that. So, yeah. But I was so ashamed of it that, like, I didn't tell anybody. I would write it off as, like, the ADHD, or I'd write it off as something else. Anything else sounded better than being classified as autistic, because that's the way it is down here. Especially back then, it was a lot worse. So I was like, I don't want any of that. I get enough flack for existing. So it honestly took me becoming a streamer to become more comfortable with talking about it. Where it came down to me talking to it, like, I got to a point where I couldn't just hide it anymore. I was with a significant other, and we were at a therapist appointment for them, and they wanted to turn it to a group therapy moment. They called me in for this, that, and the other. And after talking back and forth about differences in feelings and this, that, and the other, the therapist, who had not seen my records, outed me purely by accident to my partner. Because they were like, well, how does that affect things? Like, are you taking into account his autism? Are you taking into account this, that, and the other with him being a person of autism on this working this way or doing this way? And I sat there stunned. It was like I'd been slapped in the teeth. And the therapist just kind of looks at me, looks at my partner, who is just as stunned as I am, but stunned for a different reason. They have this all of a sudden moment of clarity. Everything fucking makes sense now. And they look at me and they're like, you have autism? And I couldn't say, no, I don't. I couldn't just hide that there. I was like, yes, I do. And they're just like, oh my god, everything makes so much fucking sense now. It all clicks. And I am terrified, because that's it. That's going to be what ends the relationship right there. It didn't, but like, that's what I thought was going to kill it. I've read out so hard, because I was like, that's it. It's over. It's over. So then it became a massive learning experience for my partner, but it became a little bit easier, and they encouraged me to like talk to people more about it, come out more about it, this, that, and the other. And so I tried, and I failed. Eventually, I later become a streamer in life, and we're doing other things, and so on and so forth. And I'm still not wanting to come out about it until my partner at that time said, you know, this would be so much easier if you could just be open with everybody on it. I didn't want to, but eventually it happened. And I started talking with Chad about it, and I thought I was going to lose every viewer I had. I was terrified to talk to anybody here about that, because yet again, I live down here in the South. It's still stigmatized very heavily, and the second that like you confirm it, boy, do you get treated different by so many people. It goes real bad real fast in a lot of cases. And like, I was working a job at the time to where like they had a strict don't hire people with autism policy. And I didn't know it before I got hired. And had to keep my mouth shut about it. Because I heard the district manager tell my boss that. My boss flipped shit about it. He was not happy. And like, after that conversation, I had to talk to him. It's like, so does this mean I'm fired? He just kind of looks at me and I was like, I have autism. Does that mean I'm fired? He's like, you just don't tell anybody. It's like, you just don't tell anybody. If you do, you tell me the second you do, so I can make sure nothing happens to you. Because I was a dumb kid back then. Like, I thought that I could just be deleted for that shit, and I needed that job. Not knowing I had a way to fight back for that, because I didn't know you couldn't just say you can't hire people with autism. I just thought I was fucked. Fingers asleep and just grasping my brain since I have the first day of my new schedule tomorrow. I'd better listen. Good night, everyone, and pleasant nightmares. Have a wonderful night, Midna! I was so close to special education due to my ADHD until suddenly medication, and then after elementary school, parents stopped the meds and surprised grades weren't so good. I know my schooling would have been so much better if I would have gotten diagnosed as a child. Shame discriminating people with autism. Why did they have that? It's not a law. That's just it. It's not a law. It's illegal for them to do that. It was a rule that the district manager put into place that I didn't know was illegal for them to do. That's what drives me insane, especially since I obviously can't hide my electric wheelchair. And it's sad, but that it happens everywhere. It happens everywhere. Like, yeah. But yeah, so like, because I heard about that with my job, I was terrified to ever talk about it ever. I hid it as much as I could. It took me being a YouTuber to better talk about it. What wound up making me talk about it on here on YouTube, some of y'all have probably already noticed with the meowing tune that happens in the background of this song, I'm fighting not mimicking the fucking song or the music in the background. But like, I had a lot of trouble with the meowing thing on stream. It would happen all the time, and I was trying to find ways to fucking explain it away. Any which way I fucking could, I was trying to explain it away. Just explain it the fuck away. And finally, I just got tired of it. I got tired of trying to just write it off as something else, and just finally just had to sit down and be like, look, I have autism. It's echolalia, which is a thing that happens with people with both autism and ADHD. It happens a lot. I don't have any control over it. I absolutely hate it. I will try my best to keep it under control. Can we just move on? And shockingly, everyone was okay, and I was shaken very heavily. are federal laws against discrimination, but few people actually enforce it. And that's also true. Like, a lot of times, like, when you see something like that, you have to go to court. You have to drag it to court. It has become a lawsuit. Because a lot of places will enforce it, and if you don't say anything about it, nothing happens. And you can't just go to the cops about it. You fucking got to lawyer up. And it's gonna be a long, drawn-out fight. Still struggle hard with my ADHD. I actually got 2 write-ups removed at work because they basically said, without saying, hey, you can sue us from discrimination against your disability. I'm like, I have a disability? And see, like, yeah, it's something like a lot of times I never really thought of, like, actually being a disability. And there are a lot of times I still don't think of it fully as being, it is a disability. By law, by medical record, it's a disability. But it's not all bad. It has moments where it's helpful to think differently. So I've never really fully thought of it as a disability, even though I know it's a disability. The thing I've always thought of as a disability is having metal in my knee. That's a disability, so that's what my brain went for. But, like, yeah, so that's all that, I guess. That's been a long, ranting, rambling tangent and tirade. See, it's conversations like this I miss having during, like, gaming streams and whatnot, where I'd sit and explain weird shit like this. This is the kind of shit we're going back to. But yeah, so that's the thing. That's how all those things worked out. It's always been a weird thing. Free my autism affects my speech, and I'm slow. I've got closer write-up at my last workplace for my phone, but they for sure saw me struggling without something to help keep my focus from wandering due to random noises. See, that one's like a weird one to like. That's what I was like, that's a gray area thing. You can't sit and read a book. I can't sit and read a book either. I walk well, I can lay down and read a book. Like, if I'm laying down before bed, I can read a book. At any other point in time, like, my brain's wandering a mile a minute, so, like, I usually walk while reading a book. Like, we have a treadmill here now, so, like, I'm constantly on the treadmill, and I'll read a book on the treadmill, or I will listen to an audiobook on the treadmill, because I can't just sit and listen to an audiobook either. Like, I have to be doing something. So, like, I usually get on the treadmill whenever I want to do any kind of studying or reading or any other kind of thing, because if I'm moving and doing it, then I can actually do it. Because I'm using something to distract the other half of me that's wanting to run its fucking mind silly. Exactly. I can't hide my disability, obviously, and people constantly treat me like I'm stupid, and they wonder why I insult their intelligence. I go through similar stuff with my leg, with my knee, with the cane. People see the cane and like they automatically think like there's something like severely wrong with me. It's like, oh, he must be like super constantly fucked up sitting on the cane. I get talked down to so fucking much when I have my cane, to the point where like I will get myself stuck and or stranded in places because I will refuse to carry it with me because I do not want to be talked to like a fucking invalid. And like I can fucking talk, I swear. It won't hurt you to let me talk like an adult. I was like, nope. We're gonna talk to him like he's stupid. So I leave my cane in the car, or I leave my cane at home, or I leave my cane like in my bag because I have a folding one too. And then I get stranded somewhere because my knee stops working. I'm like, well, fuck, this is what I chose to do today. Yay! Different places find me using my phone for YouTube/music while I'm on my shift, as long as I obviously don't let it affect my interaction with customers. Read the same paragraph like 30 times before I absorb that paragraph. Then repeat. That's why I listen to books. I get that. I have similar issues a lot of the time. Especially if I'm just trying to like sit down and do something. Ugh. Alright, peeps. It's almost 2 o'clock. My birthday is over. It is long over. So it is time for me to probably head to bed. I should probably head to bed, because bed would probably be a good idea. Bed would probably be a good thing. Sleep would be a really good thing. Sleep will probably be an absolutely excellent thing right now. Is Blake still here? Blake? Are you chilling here? Assuming Blake is busy with work. I'm gonna do a streamy thing about Blake during next stream. Blake has been a weenie. Has been a really big weenie. But they've done so in a specific fashion, so like I gotta wait till I actually talk to them before I do screaming about being a weenie. Let me see.
Along.
Alright. But we are gonna go on a raid. We're gonna go raid Monster Matt. And I got an ad for a game that I want to play. Oh, Blake the Weenie Penguin, indeed. Blake the... That explains it! That explains the mug! I got... Woo! I didn't get the alert till, like, just now. Mmm! He has been a weenie. He has been a weenie. There will be discussion of weeniedom. He will get his proper credit, even though I know that he doesn't care for the credit. He will get his proper credit. We're gonna raid Monster Man. It's not a bad thing. It's a great thing. It's a good thing. Like, it's a really good thing. I just want them to have their proper credit while they're here. No, trust me, it's definitely a good thing. It is definitely a good thing. It is. It was a really big gift. I need hearts to chat for Blake anyway. I don't give a fuck. We're gonna put hearts to chat for Blake, even though Blake's not here for me to scream at him being a weenie. We're putting hearts to chat. We're putting hearts to chat. Blake is a weenie. Hearts to the chat. Like, that's what's happening. Hearts to the chat. He needs all the hearts, like, right now. Blake, there you are! You're a weenie! I did not get a proper alert until, like, just now! You're a weenie! Jesus Christ! Holy shit! How... They were very stealthy about how they did this. Like, thank you. Holy fuck. Jesus Christ. I want all the hearts to chat. Jesus Christ, I want all the hearts in the chat. Blake, god damn, you're a weenie. I fucking appreciate you. Jesus fucking Christ. Holy shit. Stealth penguins. Stealth penguins! I don't even know how they stealth penguin like that, man. Jesus Christ. Thank you. Holy fuck. Jesus Christ. Oh. Just, thank you. Holy fuck. Just thank you. Holy shit. Ugh. Try to be sneaky. I left a message about it on the way out earlier. I fucking missed it? See, food places road trip. Did he get lost in the fucking live chat? I had it set to the top chat instead of live chat, so I'm betting that's where the fuck it got ate. Cause I did not see that. I would have completely flipped shit about that. I hella appreciate that. Holy fuck. God damn. Holy shit. Just holy shit. That's a lot of money. Holy fuck. Jeebus. Your Steam username? I don't see it on the Discord. My Steam username is the same as my name on YouTube. It's Zombies Go Nom. Here, in case you want to play a game sometime. Because I always have to put it out there so people can join us anyway. Beep. When it works, so when I said I had to go, I put a hint to check PayPal, and I don't know what happened after. Yeah, I did not see that at all. The only thing that like led to it all was that you hinted about making a Zombies Go Nom Gone Peeps a weenie. And like that didn't register until like after I saw like a blip on my freaking phone. Because I was going to check and see if I had anything from the family before coming in. Make sure I don't make too much noise going in the house or some shit. Holy fuck. Jesus. I appreciate it. Holy fuck. Amazon signal straight this. Oh, I appreciate it. Okay. Let's get some more hearts in chat, and then we're gonna go raid. We're gonna go on a raid. We're gonna go raid Monster Matt. We're gonna tell Monster Matt hello. Jesus Christ. I scrolled all the way up, saw nothing of the sort. I was like, what the fuck? Hearts in the chat! And we're going this raid. We're gonna go raid Monster Matt. Let's see. It's gonna be a coffee raid. Wait, we're gonna do this one. We're gonna do a birthday coffee raid. Birthday coffee raid! Alright. It's gonna go ahead and drag us directly in. All you gotta do is make sure you have your autoplay settings turned on. It'll drag you right into the Monster Matt stream. We're gonna go say hello. We're gonna go give them some coffee because they're gonna direly need it because they're doing a sleep block in Pokemon. We're gonna go show them some love, do the wacky smacks, give them the coffee they need, and have a good time. As y'all know, besides going on your coffee fueled gingerbread undead, this has been a chat and chill birthday stream where I've gone like, oh my god, what the fuck is going on? I hella appreciate all of you lovely peeps. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for just sitting here and chatting with me, and just thank you for the amazing conversations tonight. It's been phenomenal tonight. I've had a blast. It was a great birthday. I hope you take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and always have pleasant nightmares. I will see all of you lovely peeps again on Tuesday with some more spooky games. But let's get on this coffee read.